Oh, right. So we have an absolute cracker ahead of us. Maria Sakkari versus Krejcikova. And I tell you what, Sakkari has had an unbelievable performance against Swiatek in the semi-finals. It was unbelievable. And then we also had Krejcikova, who's had a fantastic run. And you know what? Talking of Krejcikova's run, should we go through it? Yeah, let's do that. So, as you can see here, let's look through all her matches from the French Open. I don't want to look at before then, but faced Pliskova, which is it's not Karolina Pliskova, it's her twin sister Pliskova, and beat her 2-1 actually. So not the not the cleanest of wins, but then beat Alexandrova in straight sets. And then the next three wins here are really impressive. Svitolina, number 5 seed, who has struggled really to make the. She struggled to progress the latter stages of Grand Slams in the last, well, for however long she's been in that top 10, which has been quite a long time now, and got through her in straight sets. Really impressive. Then beat Sloane Stephens, who was in actually very good form in the French Open so far, beat her in straights as well. And then Coco Gauff, the very highly rated and highly skilled teenager, beat her in straight sets. So that was really, really cool to see. And I thought I was just really impressed with it, to be honest with you. Very, very impressed. Should we then have a look at Maria Sakkari's run? Because, I mean, we're going to have obviously Swiatek and Kenin on that. I mean, it's just some unbelievable wins here. Got through in straight sets against Zverev in the first round, then Paolini in straight sets, then had to come, from one set all and managed to then beat again a very solid player in Elise Mertens. Now, these next two wins are just super impressive because ends up beating two. I mean, these two people were the finalists in the French Open, and she's beaten both finalists, Sofia Kenin and also Iga Swiatek. Or Swiatek even, sorry. So beaten both finalists. Really impressive stuff from Maria Sakkari, and I tell you what, she goes into this in my books as the favourite, but in saying that, Krejcikova is coming in good form. So it's going to be a really intriguing semi-final. Obviously, we've just had Pavlyuchenkova beat Zdenecek in straight sets, and Pavlyuchenkova looking strong, and interesting to see how she does in the final. But I would say I feel like Sakkari, if she gets through this, I can see her winning. But it'll be interesting because it's not going to be a straightforward match. Sakkari's really going to have to be on her game, just like she was against Iga Swiatek, and then I guess we can see where she goes from there. Um, we have a comment. Sakai says, "Let's go." Yeah, let's go. Let's go indeed. This is going to be a really intriguing, and I think it's going to be an explosive match actually, for sure. So let's go, and they're just about to walk onto the court, and then we're going to have obviously a little hit as per usual, a couple of serves, a couple of volleys. We're not, they are. And then we're obviously going to have the match best of three, as everyone will know, for the women's. So, I mean, this could be over in 45 minutes or it could be over in 2.5 hours. So I think it's one of those things. There is that massive disparity because it is best of three. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to a deciding set. Which will be very interesting. Sakkari has seemed very strong mentally, but hasn't always been the strongest mentally. She seems to have a very good game, but when the momentum's with her, she really does go with it. But similarly, the other way around as well, from what I've seen in the past. So if she starts off strong here, I can see her going on and winning it. But if Krejcikova can kind of get under her skin a little bit in terms of getting balls back and also imposing her will on the game at the start, I genuinely feel like it's going to be very, very difficult. So let's see. They're just having a look at the first placement for Sakkari in terms of her slice, topspin, and flatter serves, and very, very interesting. If you look at the groupings, though, hardly any of them are in the corners, right? Hardly any of them are in the corners. Sorry, hardly any of them are not in the corners from Sakkari. So a very pinpoint for the most part. Sky says, "Are you in favor of equal pay for men and women in tennis, considering men play long and draw larger audiences?" It's a really interesting one. I mean, I think I think you can look at it from two sides, right? I think the first side is like you're saying, and like, of course, like it's just a fact that at the moment men's tennis draws large audiences. Does the women's game get as much advertisement as the men's game? Does it get pushed as much as the men's game? Probably not. Is that because we have a really amazing era of men's tennis currently because we've got three of the goats playing at the moment? Potentially, yes, that's probably a contributing factor. I don't think it's all of it. So what I would say is a lot of players, women's players, are saying we should play best of five and stuff as well. I genuinely feel that it needs to be pushed more. Equal pay, I'm all for, and I do think it would make more sense, obviously, if it was best of five. Yes, they don't draw as big a crowds, but I think work needs to be done to make sure they do. I mean, someone like Naomi Osaka, the way that was handled was pretty poor. I thought, just in general. I'm not saying that how she approached it was the right way, but the organisers didn't approach it in the right way, and she's the biggest star in women's tennis currently. So, I mean, that's just an example of really not approaching it in the right way. It's a very interesting one. I'll probably do a whole video on it, to be honest with you. I might do a bit of research and do one on that because I think I don't think delicate is the right word. I think it's just a very interesting topic to discuss, and whether I'm interested to know what people think about this as well. Whether people think it would be the case that what they should play best of three, men play best of five, but equal pay. I mean, obviously, if you're looking at it from a completely linear point of view, then the answer would be no because you're working less potentially, right? But then, hold on, it's not their fault that they're playing best of three, right? And that will be the kind of counter argument. So there's different layers to this, and I think it's very interesting. I think the overall thing is, though, I think you want to have men and women paid equally. It's just how can they do it in the right way, I think, and maybe they haven't quite figured out how to make sure that the men's and women's gets pushed at the same kind of the same I guess emphasis on both. Usher says woo indeed. So Krejcikova, as you can see here, doing really, really well. Krejcikova beating Coco Gauff in the last round, but Sakkari beating the two French Open finalists last year in Sophia Kenin and then Iga Swiatek in the last two rounds. So she is looking very, very strong. I'm just so interested to know whether Sakkari can keep up that level that she had against Swiatek. Because if she can, she will be an absolute menace today in terms of for Krejcikova. I mean, it will be so tough for Krejcikova because Sakkari came out like a freight train. I'll tell you what, it was like that scene, and I think I've touched on this before. That scene from Spider-Man, where Spider-Man is trying to hold the train from falling, and he's using all of his strength to try and stop it from falling. That is how I felt Swiatek was against Sakkari, and then in the end, she just succumbed, and it's almost like Spider-Man didn't do it, and he just fell over, and the train ran him over. That's pretty much what I envisaged. What happened there? Right. So, I mean, she also beat Elise Mertens as well, as you can see up there, which is really impressive. So, yeah, Sakkari definitely is for me the favorite going into this one. But let's see. Oh, right. Let's have a look at the match summary as well. So, well, that's very interesting, isn't it? Lost the first three games of her maiden slam quarterfinal against 24 seed Coco Gauff. Yeah, Coco Gauff played really well in that first set. Actually, I genuinely thought she played better overall in that first set, but just lost it on a tiebreaker. So Krejcikova, though, definitely cashed in, didn't she? Cashed in. Really cool. Right. Sakkari, I think she's called, I don't know what her nickname is. I think it's Shredder or something because she's just so, like, hench, basically. She's just so fit in terms of her ability in the gym. Like, apparently she's just a gym nut. Krejcikova. both of them look very dialed in here, and we're close to the start as they're just warming up their serves, and then we will get underway. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this one pans out, because the most amazing thing about this is that in the women's, the highest seed left in the semi-finals is the number 17th seed, and that is Maria Sakkari. So that is absolutely crazy to think about. I mean, you wouldn't even imagine that happening in the men's right now, right? Because of the dominance of some of the players like Djokovic and Nadal. But in the women's, you don't quite have that at the moment. Serena obviously hasn't won a slam in a couple of years. She had a period where she was just unbelievably dominant. But in saying that, since then, we've seen new Grand Slam champions, which is good for the women's game in terms of, I think, building the next generation and having a stronger generation coming through. And what it also means is that we have people who are unseeded, people who you wouldn't expect to be in the semi-finals making it, and the seedings looking crazy almost, right, in a way, which is crazy to see. So the number 17th seed, the highest ranked player in Sakkari, facing off against Krejcikova, and we have the match is about to go underway. Really, really looking forward to it. Right, here we go. We've got Krejcikova opening up here with the service game. Tries to go down the tee first up, flicks the net and goes long. So second serve already for the Greek player to have a look at. She tries to come forward, good forehand cross court, and trying to already impose herself, Maria Sakkari, and wins the first point as Krejcikova goes long with the backhand. So Sakkari's probably thinking, if I could just win this next one, 30 love up on her serve, put on under pressure straight away, get the early break. I mean, that's what she'll be thinking right now. Krejcikova wants the first serve. Nope, nets the first serve. And we have a second serve for Sakkari to have a look at. Second serve, good second serve into the backhand of Sakkari. Then Sakkari onto the forehand, goes out wide, cross court. Good slice, defensive slice from Krejcikova. Another good defensive slice. But then Sakkari nets the backhand. So, very, very, very good from Krejcikova there. Very good defensive ability and just good depth actually on the ground strokes from both players, which has been pretty impressive here. Both seem to be striking the ball pretty cleanly from the off. So Krejcikova, the juice side, this time tries to go down the tee, and she does into the backhand of Maria Sakkari, but then goes long with her own backhand, Krejcikova. Sakkari's return on the backhand side was very solid, and she opens up 30-15 here, Sakkari, on Krejcikova's serve. Little inroad here. This is very interesting to see if Sakkari can open up some early break points here, which would be fantastic for her. Krejcikova trying to find the first serve again, but can't. So it's a second serve for Sakkari to look at, and a really big opportunity here. Krejcikova goes out wide to the backhand of Maria Sakkari, then tries to go to the forehand of Sakkari with her own forehand down the line, then a backhand cross court from Sakkari, and Sakkari goes big with the forehand cross court, trying to impose with the forehand Sakkari, you can see. And I think that's just kept the line, the forehand cross court. Yes, it has. And Krejcikova can only put that forehand wide. So two set points, two break point opportunities here for Maria Sakkari. I'd fast forwarded to half an hour later. 40-15 up here, Sakkari, and 2 break points on Krejcikova's serve. So really intriguing to see how she does here. Or goes down the tee, does Krejcikova, then good return from Maria Sakkari, and it goes long. So Sakkari securing the first game here, really impressive. Gets the early break, and it's the best possible start for the Greek player and the worst possible start for the Czech player in Krejcikova. So she will be thinking, I need to get the break back here. And Sakkari will be thinking, fantastic, I'm just going to keep on doing exactly what I'm doing, which is being very, very solid and just hold my serve, and here we go. So very, very good from the Greek player Maria Sakkari, and looking to make her first ever Grand Slam final. This, I think, is actually her first ever semi-final. I'm almost 99.999% sure. In fact, I'm going to say 100%. So Sakkari and Krejcikova both playing their first ever Grand Slam finals, and Sakkari looking to seal her first, obviously, Grand Slam final as well. She goes 15-love up on her serve here. Good start on the for the first point, and on the ad side, let's see, she's going to go out wide to the backhand, you'd assume. Yep, tries to, and goes in very good onto the backhand of Sakkari. Decent return from Krejcikova, but then Sakkari can only go long with the backhand. So that is interesting, and Krejcikova will want to make sure that she doesn't give a lot of time to Sakkari, makes her have to hit in awkward positions, because Sakkari is very, very good when she's in rhythm and when she's able to hit the ball cleanly with time on the ball. So it'll be intriguing to see how she does. Good serve down the tee from Maria Sakkari, and then we can see here backhand to backhand exchange. Krejcikova trying to impose herself on Sakkari here. Another good backhand cross court from Krejcikova. Good backhand on the line, though. Both really solid here. Like, they're both striking extremely well. Very good backhand cross court with a lot of depth from Krejcikova. Sakkari, though, replies with her own backhand cross court. And then this is a very, very long rally. Backhand to backhand here. I don't know who's going to... What is going on? This is crazy. This is going on for ages. And Sakkari goes, you know what? I've had enough of this. I'm just going to play a drop shot. And she plays a really, really good drop shot from a slightly shorter backhand from Krejcikova. And that's what opened up the opportunity for the drop shot. It's a really well-placed and deft drop shot from Maria Sakkari. Sakai says, did you ever play Topspin 4 back in the day? Yeah, 100%. Topspin 4 was an unbelievable game. It was great. Yeah, definitely. Definitely did. 30-15 up here. The music was great as well on all the Topspin games. Sakkari doing really, really well here. First up, 30-15. And that last rally was an absolute mammoth of a one. But this time, she actually puts her backhand long. So 30 all here. And maybe I gave her the commentator's curse because she's in not a pickle, not yet. But this is a very, very crucial point. She doesn't want to give Krejcikova any sniff of a break point here. That means having to win this next point. So 30 all here, and Maria Sakkari looking to hold and consolidate the break as she goes long with the first serve, and a second serve opportunity for Krejcikova to have a look at. Will she just go for the safe option into the forehand on the second serve, or will she try and go a bit bigger to the backhand side down the tee? She does go down the tee. Very, very good second serve from Maria Sakkari, but then nets the forehand. Something that's been fantastic about Sakkari throughout the whole tournament has been her second serve and the kick on it, and really, really nailing it. And she nailed it there, but just her forehand gave up on her there, unfortunately. So a break point opportunity, a break back opportunity for Maria Sakkari. Really impressive stuff from Krejcikova here, just trying to get herself back in the game, and there's definitely a chance here on the breakpoint opportunity. Sakkari trying to go down the tee there and misses that one. So we have a second serve to have a look at, and it's going to be very, very intriguing to see whether Sakkari can bring it back to juice. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was a let's first serve. Gosh. I was like, double fault. What am I talking about? Krejcikova's like, yep, second serve. Here we go. Come on. I'm in the mood. Tries to go out wide, and she does, dragging Krejcikova out. Very good return, actually deep, though, from Krejcikova. Very good forehand. And Krejcikova is just lobbing it up there, making Sakkari play. Oh, no. And it worked. It's like, when you know that your opponent is under pressure to hold, and she has to save the break point, and she was just lobbing Sakkari there. Really bizarre tactic, but it came off, and Sakkari put a very high forehand out of play there and gets the break back here, Krejcikova. So it's back on serve. Really intriguing stuff here. 2 breaks of serve, I think both probably slightly tight in terms of nerves. They're probably not, obviously they're not used to playing a semi-final, so you can definitely see that in both guys at the moment. Right, Krejcikova starts off with a very good serve to win the first point, and we have a Krejcikova goes out wide to the backhand of Sakkari from the ad side. Good backhand. The backhand from Krejcikova looks very, very solid, actually. It really does. The backhand cross court especially looks solid. Forehand cross court, clipping the line, Krejcikova, and then goes cross court with her own. Sakkari with an unbelievable backhand cross court, absolutely creams that backhand. Wow, crazy. That had a lot of pace on that backhand, and Krejcikova had absolutely no chance of getting that back. Really, really clean winner from the Greek player. Maria Sakkari, it's 15-all here, and Krejcikova goes out wide to the forehand of Sakkari, then tries to go down the line with the forehand. Sakkari gets across, good backhand cross court. Krejcikova going for the backhand down the line, but can only net the backhand. So it's 15-30 on her service game, and Sakkari is looking to find another breakpoint opportunity here. And we might have 3 successive breaks here, potentially, but let's see. Krejcikova will be looking for a big first serve here. Tries to go out wide, just missing that one. I thought that was pretty close, to be fair. So she has a second serve opportunity, Sakkari, to really impose herself in the rally straight away into the backhand. Good backhand cross court from Sakkari, then good backhand on the line from Krejcikova. Good little forehand from Sakkari, lobbed and deep, but that's a fantastic forehand by Krejcikova. Then comes to the net, good drive volley. Sakkari goes to the lob, and that's gone wide. So a very, very, very good point from Krejcikova. They're going from defense to attack straight away, and I have to say it was an impressive point for sure. Really, really knocking on the door and not letting Sakkari have any wiggle room there, not letting her come in to the baseline. Krejcikova being very proactive in the rally, which was extremely impressive, I thought, from the Czech player. Let's see, we should go out wide or we should go trying to go down T. I reckon out wide. No, she goes down a T to the backhand side, and Sakkari can only go long with the backhand. So that's a very, very good serve and a very good couple of points for Krejcikova. Coming back from 15-30 down to 40-30. Sakkari is really, really looking. I feel like she plays at a very frenetic pace. She wants to get the ball deep straight away, wants to rush the opponents. Sometimes that does mean unforced errors, and because she is so aggressive at times in the way that she plays. But she's got a second serve here to look at, and Sakkari will be thinking, I need to get this ball in, put Krejcikova under pressure and get it back to Juice to give myself an opportunity. Goes out wide to the backhand, very good backhand cross court. Krejcikova goes wide with the backhand up the line. So a Juice game here, and very, very intriguing. Krejcikova not finding it easy to hold, and in saying that, neither player is finding it easy to hold because we haven't had a single hold yet. So let's see how we are going. Right, here we go. Krejcikova goes out wide to Maria Sakkari, then cross court. Ooh, nets the forehand. Krejcikova's an advantage to Maria Sakkari, and it is a opportunity. It's not just an opportunity, it's a breakpoint opportunity for Sakkari here. Not a break back opportunity, and to go a break up, as both players are struggling here. Not really with double faults or anything, just struggling to hold. And I think the nerves settled in slightly. Krejcikova just not hitting that serve, letting it bounce, and thinking, you know what? I'm going to go for my second serve here, and she does. Sakkari onto the backhand side, really good backhand cross court, then another good backhand cross court, and then Krejcikova goes slice to the backhand, and then nets that backhand down the line. That backhand down the line is just not working for Krejcikova, and she keeps on going for that. And Sakkari breaks Krejcikova again. We've had 3 breaks of serve here. So very, very, very weird start to this semi-final here from both players. Both players just looking slightly tight, not necessarily looking their best. But Maria Sakkari, I think, I don't know. I mean, is she looking the slight better player? It's hard to tell. Both players are just struggling to hold. I mean, we haven't had a single hold of serve yet. Magical Gamer says, hi, Magical Gamer. Thanks very much for tuning in. So we've got Maria Sakkari and Krejcikova both struggling to hold serve here. which is just carnage, really, because both. I mean, you'd expect people to hold serve straight away, but these guys are saying, "Yeah, you know what? We're going to throw the script. We're going to rip it up and throw it away because we're going to be completely different and make sure that neither of us hold serve, and it's just going to be a consistent number of breaks just to the serve." So yeah, carnage, absolute carnage. Right, so the biggest question here is whether Maria Sakkari can now hold, because she's 2-1 up. She's now a break up again, but can she now consolidate the break and then go forward from there is the biggest question mark around this. So let's see. As a Greek player tees up the first serve and tries to go out wide, but very low on the net. So let's see if Sakkari, she will go for a big kick serve here, probably down the tee if she can. Yep, she does. Very good kick serve and good, decent backhand return from Krejcikova, and then a better backhand, very deep from the Czech player. Sakkari trying to dictate with the forehand, just not quite getting that as cleanly as she'd like, but then goes with the drop shot, and she would have won the point there, and it would have gone over, but it just, wow, just nicks the top of the net and drops back in. Oh, very, very. I thought it was a good option actually from Maria Sakkari. Just unfortunately didn't come off like she would have liked, which happens. Which happens. Right, so 15 love down here, and Krejcikova looking to really put Sakkari under pressure here and make sure that she cannot hold serve. That will be the biggest thing for her. She goes down. Oh, good backhand exchange here. But then Krejcikova goes long with the backhand. So this is slightly the issue with Krejcikova. She's not really giving herself the best opportunities. There's too many unforced errors, especially on that backhand side. The backhand cross courts looks very solid. It's the backhand down the line. She's struggling to find her range there. Hit quite a few into the net, and now a few also wide and long. So just really struggling with her radar with that shot, which is interesting because the backhand cross court looks very, very solid. So it's not like she cannot do it. Right, so we have a very, very. Here we go, 30-15 here, and Sakkari looking to hold, go up a break. She's got the break, but it's just whether she can consolidate it here or whether she ends up getting broken back. And by the looks of things so far, she's looking a lot more solid in this service game as she goes out wide to the backhand side, then crunches the into out forehand. Krejcikova does well though with the backhand cross court, then a very good forehand of her own cross court, and Sakkari can go long with the forehand. So 30 also. It looks like this is going to be a very, very, very interesting service game once again, and no easy points here. They're definitely pushing each other 100%, and I'm enjoying it actually. I'm enjoying the competition at hand here. Both of them not making it easy for the other, which is very, very impressive. Right, so it's 30 all here. And 2-1 on Maria Sakkari. So she goes out wide to the forehand of Krejcikova, then crunches the forehand cross court, then goes cross court again. And we can see Krejcikova going cross court. But wow, Sakkari just finds an unbelievable forehand down the line. I'm not even joking. Absolutely unbelievable. What a shot. She's lunging for that forehand and just slaps that forehand down the line. And it's an unbelievable forehand in the end. Genuinely unbelievable. Right, Sakkari 40-30 up here. And with a game point is looking to really consolidate the break. And what's going on? What's gone off? Sakkari goes out wide to the backhand side, then goes Oh, there's a bit of fortune. No, there isn't. I thought there was going to be a bit of fortune for Krejcikova there when she hit the net cord, but it stays on her side. So Sakkari making sure that she consolidates the break and goes 3-1 up. So this now is going to be extremely interesting because can Krejcikova make sure that she holds serve herself because she hasn't been able to so far, and then try and look to get the break back. Very, very interesting. Right, so Pavlyuchenko into the final, and whoever wins this match will await Pavlyuchenkova in that French Open final. We will have a new Grand Slam champion and also a new French Open champion. So very, very cool. And also both players will have played their first ever Grand Slam final in the final. Sakkari goes absolutely huge with a backhand cross court. It's actually a very good forehand from Krejcikova, but Sakkari just reads it very well, then just crunches the backhand cross court. Really, really good from the Greek player. Krejcikova trying to go out wide with the serve, but misses it. So a second serve for Sakkari to look at, and it's going to be intriguing to see whether she can weather the storm here, Krejcikova, because it looks like the momentum is very much swinging in the favour of the Greek. Right, so 30 love to Sakkari, and Krejcikova here. She's under pressure. She's under a lot of pressure here. 30 love down, already a breakdown as well. Tries to go down the line and misses it, goes wide. So it's an opportunity for Sakkari to capitalize here and step into the second serve and really make Krejcikova feel the pressure at break and 30 love down. No, she misses the forehand though, so that's an opportunity missed, but she's still got slight inroad in this return game. 30-15 up on Krejcikova's serve. So let's see. Krejcikova 15-30 here, and Sakkari looking pretty solid, very, very energetic here on her toes. That's a very good backhand from Sakkari as well. If that serve was in, that would have been a winner. It just looks like a bundle of energy. She looks absolutely crazy. She's just jumping up and down. She just get energizer bunny. Oh, what a backhand! Krejcikova's been struggling with that backhand on the line, but Sakkari definitely not. It's a very, very good backhand by Sakkari, and it's a return winner down the line from Krejcikova's second serve. Extremely impressive stuff from the Greek player, and she is looking imperious at the moment. Very tight start from both players, but Sakkari's found her stride quicker than Krejcikova, and it's showing here. Krejcikova is still trying to get a feed into the game. But although, in saying that, Sakkari just natted the forehand, so an opportunity here for Krejcikova to bring it back to juice, and then also try and hold her serve here. Sakkari puts the hands up in disappointment, but shouldn't be too disappointed. Just put it to the back of your head and get on to the next point. She's still got a breakpoint opportunity here. Krejcikova goes down the tee, but misses the serve going long. So another second serve for Sakkari to look at. Sakkari, I'm assuming, is going to be looking for that backhand on the line, probably if Krejcikova goes to the backhand side. I think she seems to be. I think she's either struggling with the sun or she's struggling with her rhythm here, Krejcikova. Goes to the backhand side again. Better serve though with depth, and Sakkari cracks the backhand cross court, and then she has opportunity on the forehand side and nets the forehand. So juice here. And Krejcikova, yeah, the commentator saying she is there for the taking. She's very tentative on the ground stroke. She's just not quite. She's not particularly confident here, you can tell. And Sakkari just not quite cashing in when she could have. Let's see if she can bring back another breakpoint opportunity. No. Sakkari saying it's that Krejcikova. They thought it was an ace at first. Just having a look at the mark. Oh. Well, they're checking the mark. It looks like it's kept the line. Sakkari's just put a mark and said that's out. So the mark that she just marked out apparently is in. So there must be like it must be very, very tight. So advantage to Krejcikova. Very, very helpful ace there for the Czech player. As she then goes down the tee with the serve into the forehand of Sakkari, and we're into a rally here. Sakkari she's really creaming the ball here. She's trying to, I think she's really, really trying her best to push this back to juice here. She wants it badly. Oh, what a get from Sakkari on the forehand side. It's a very good forehand from Krejcikova. And Krejcikova then just shanks the forehand. Sakkari making Krejcikova play one more shot there. And that is what made the huge difference there, actually. Because Krejcikova actually got into that rally. It was a fantastic forehand cross court from the Czech player. Very good defensive slice from Sakkari. And then Krejcikova, she had opportunity again to hammer again to that forehand side and just shanked it. So juice here, and the serve going long as she tried to go down the tee there. So a second serve for Sakkari to look at. The Greek player is, I mean, she looks like she's like, you know what, Krejcikova is there for the taking, is what she's thinking right now, I think. Sakkari she's bouncing up and down like the Energizer Bunny. She just looks so energetic right now. She always looks like that, to be fair. Very, very fit. Oh, she made that. Oh. I thought she would have potentially made that. Tries to go for the very, very ambitious, shorter forehand cross-court win and just goes wide with it, Sakkari. So it's a game point for Krejcikova here. Advantage to the Czech player. She'll be looking for a couple of either a very big first serve or a good second serve. And it's a first serve just going long. So she'll be looking for a fantastic second serve here, probably popping with a lot of kick to that backhand side to really put Sakkari at bay. And she can't because she double faults. She's looking tight. She's looking pretty tight here. Krejcikova, she looks nervous. Thing is, neither player's been to a Grand Slam semi-final. That's why it doesn't surprise me that both got broken straight away. Obviously, Sakkari's now held. It's a question: can Krejcikova also hold and kind of put herself in a better position and a better headspace, confidence-wise, to say, you know what, I belong here. So she goes out wide with the serve again. Hold on. Sakkari tries to go for the forehand cross court, misses it, and I thought she was fist bumping because she thought it was in, but it wasn't. And she wants it, like you can tell, but she just needs to just chill. Just play your proper tennis. Oh, but Krejcikova does really well there. The serve out wide, and Sakkari goes cross court, and Krejcikova opens up on the forehand side and crunches it down the line. And Sakkari's getting nowhere near that on the forehand side. So 3-2. She's still a break up. Didn't get that second break like you could tell she so badly wanted. But Sakkari's still in the ascendancy here and still in the lead. A break up at 3-2. Guys in the chat, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. Maria Sakkari obviously playing her first semi-final, as is Krejcikova, as I said, and are both looking to make their way into the final, their first ever Grand Slam final, and looking to win their maiden Grand Slam title as well. So Pavlyuchenkova is the player awaiting them in the final after she beat Zidansek in straight sets in a very impressive performance earlier on today. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which one of these two steps up. So far, Sakkari looking the stronger player, but she did get quite frustrated after not sealing that second break. And I think that will be an interesting development. Well, it will be interesting to see how that develops as time goes on, because she just looks quite frustrated. I think she just needs to reset. She's still a breakup. It's not the end of the world. All she needs to do is hold the service games and she'd win this set. So, it sounds very easy, doesn't it? But just really, really keep herself dialed in, tuned in, and don't let it frustrate her too much. So Sakkari serving here a break-up as she tries to go out wide to the forehand side of the Czech player Krejcikova, misses the first serve. So a second serve here for Krejcikova to have a look at. You can see the Czech player just shimming forward a little bit more as Sakkari goes quite big down the tee with a second serve. Decent return from Krejcikova, but Sakkari in this rally for sure, as she then crunches the backhand cross court for a winner. And that backhand cross court has been working really well, actually. In fact, her backhand has been looking a lot better than the forehand for the most part, actually, today, in terms of her accuracy and just the way that she's been hitting it. I think it's been really impressive, Sakkari, that backhand. The forehand obviously has drawn in some errors at times, trying to go really big on it because she knows it's a weapon. And at times, when you do have a big forehand, you really try to force it at times when it doesn't need to be. On the backhand side, she's confident, but probably not as confident to hit winners off that side. So she hits it at the right times, and that's what I've seen so far from her. Sakkari goes big with the forehand into out, then with a backhand cross court, but nets it. And as soon as I said that her backhand cross court was super solid, she nets a backhand cross court. So 15 all here. And Krejcikova, you can feel that she's slowly getting herself into this match, Krejcikova, in terms of just getting warmed up, getting to grips with the occasion and also the match. 3-2 to the Greek player. She goes down the tee with the serve, now onto the backhand side of Sakkari, and Sakkari tries to go backhand on the line. And I kept on saying, I said it, I literally emphasized how good the backhand was being, and now it's completely deserted her. And she tries to go down the line and completely misses the backhand down the line. So it's 30-15 to Krejcikova on Sakkari serve. And we have a little bit of an inroad here for the Czech player. Sakkari goes out wide to the backhand of Krejcikova. It's like a lob return, a very good lob return, actually, to be fair. Sakkari goes into out with a forehand down the line. Another little lob return and a decent forehand from Sakkari. Then again, Krejcikova just cannot make that backhand down the line. She's either hitting into the net, she's either hitting it long or hitting it wide, and this one's gone wide. I actually don't think she's made a single backhand down the line so far, and she's gone for it on quite a few occasions. So that will be slightly worrying for the Czech player. Maybe she's still going for it, which is not a bad sign. She's not shying away from it at times when she knows she can change direction. It gives her impetus, but it's just not working. This time tries to go cross-court Krejcikova and clips the top of the net, and it floats out wide. So 40-30 to the Greek player Sakkari, and she has a game point here to once again consolidate that break. Krejcikova is looking better, though. We're getting some better points here for sure. Sakkari will be looking for a big first serve here to consolidate the break and go 4-2 up. As she goes down the tee, and it's a decent return. Krejcikova coming to the net, and then it's an unbelievable. That is an absolutely quality drop shot from the Czech player. Really good composure on the backhand side, disguises the backhand slice drop shot, and it's so good. The touch and feel on that is unreal from Krejcikova. Juice and 3-2 here. Sakkari not making it easy for herself on her serve in that point. I think she probably could have done a bit more with the return, but it was well directed, to be fair, from Krejcikova. Good serve out wide from Sakkari, and then tries to go for the down the line, and she cannot. So there's a breakpoint opportunity here for Krejcikova, and we've only had one hold of serve so far out of 5 games, and this could be another break of serve. And if she breaks back here, it's back on to serve. So this is a really, really big point in this set so far. 3-2, an advantage to Krejcikova, breakpoint opportunity. Sakkari goes out wide with the serve, and it's a lob return. It goes out. So back to Juice. Good serve from Sakkari. And I think that's a tactic that clearly Krejcikova and her team have thought about. And it's the lob backhand or forehand really deep to Sakkari to push her back behind the baseline and make her be aggressive, right? And say, look, okay, the ball's in your court, you make the mistake, basically. And at times it can put players off, the change in height and also speed of the balls coming back at them. And obviously they're thinking that if they mix it up, then it might put Sakkari off. But a second serve for Krejcikova to have a look at. She goes down the tee, Sakkari with the serve, good backhand down the line, very good backhand cross court from Sakkari, but an even better one from Krejcikova. Then Krejcikova goes, what a backhand cross court. And the disguise on that, it was almost like she was looking to go down the line, and then she just changed her mind last second, and it was great. Look at this. Wow. Beautiful backhand cross court from Krejcikova, and gets the clean winner. So she is now, again, with a breakpoint opportunity here. Advantage to her, and a 3-2 to Sakkari here, serving to take it back to juice. And she's got the break, but she could not have it for much longer as Krejcikova goes cross court, then goes cross court again. Sakkari goes to the forehand of Krejcikova. Very good cross court forehand from Sakkari. Good defensive slice from Krejcikova. Then very good slice to slice. And Sakkari misses the drop shot. And it's 3 games all. So Krejcikova has not played particularly well, but she finds herself still on serve. And that's because I think Sakkari probably, I'm telling you, that got into her head. Not being able to get that second break, at 3-1, and a chance to break to go 4-1 up. She didn't break there. She got annoyed and didn't break. Went to 3-2, and now she's been broken herself. So 3-all here, and Krejcikova has well and truly warmed into this game here. So we've got a match on here, and we've got a first set on here, a very competitive one. Krejcikova goes down the line, very good forehand from Sakkari. Sakkari then crunches the backhand cross court, good slice though from Krejcikova. Fantastic into out forehand down the line from Sakkari. Now it's a chance for a smash. It's another lob from Krejcikova, and she cannot get the backhand back after Sakkari smashes down the line. So very good anticipation though from Krejcikova. Nearly managed to get that one back. So not too shabby. But the Czech player is definitely, as I said, warming into it. You can tell now she's a lot more comfortable. She's got some confidence by holding there as well before and getting the break just here to take it back onto serve. She goes down the line with the serve to the forehand. Sakkari then gets a bit of fortune with the net corner. Sakkari misses the forehand down the line. Now, I think, I could be wrong, but she's going too big, Sakkari here, and she started off really well. And I feel like she is just slightly letting the game slip away here, and she's getting very, very, very animated with herself, and I think she just needs to chill. She's got to chill here. Krejcikova goes out wide to the forehand side of Sakkari, but it's a let first serve, so a first serve for Krejcikova again. Sakkari is just, and I said about the mental side of things, and I think she probably has the better weapons, but it's just whether she can piece it together. And I wouldn't say she's losing the plot. I think she's just getting frustrated, and it's not helping her games. Krejcikova, more quiet, was getting frustrated as well, but she's now definitely feeling into this game a lot more. Sakkari trying to go big again, but it's 30-15 to Krejcikova here, and Maria Sakkari, another unforced error, and 13 each for both so far. We've only played 6 games. That's a lot of unforced errors in only half a set here. Krejcikova 30-15 up, and then now tries to go down the tee, and Sakkari goes down the middle with the forehand. Good into out forehand from Krejcikova, but then long by Maria Sakkari on the backhand cross court. So 40-15 to the Czech player, and she is looking much, much better. I mean, it's almost like the player who was nervous a couple of games ago has completely disappeared. So extremely, extremely cool to see. Right, so it's 40-15 here, and goes out wide with the serve, misses it. So a second serve for Sakkari to have a look at. Goes out wide. Sakkari chops that slice, and it goes long. So 4-3 here. Krejcikova goes in front for the first time in this match. Pressure on Sakkari now to hold here. Immense amount of pressure as we get into the business end of this set at 4-3 here. Let me know, guys, what you think as well of the match so far. It's been very, very interesting, I think. Very, very interesting. 4-3 to the Czech player. Still on serve. I say still on serve because it wasn't on serve for a very long time. Breaks left, right, and centre. And Krejcikova has gone in front for the first time this set. And we have a very intriguing, very, very intriguing. We've got an extremely intriguing set ahead of us still, I think, because Sakkari getting frustrated, Krejcikova definitely getting well into this match more and more as the set goes on. So it's going to be extremely interesting to see how this goes on. Right. Let's see then. Let's see what Sakkari can do on her serve here at 4-3 down. Still on serve, so there's no need to panic, but she will be wanting to have a very solid hold here and just tell, give a little sign there to Krejcikova to say, you know what, I am still very much here and I'm still a live opponent. I'm not going to let you have anything easy. As she goes long with the backhand though, so the errors and unforced errors, even are flowing here for Sakkari. She has 6 winners for Sakkari, 14 unforced errors. She's completely losing a little bit of her momentum here, unfortunately. She had a lot in the first few games, and she's lost pretty much all of that. 15 love down on her service game and 4-3 down. And it's an interesting one. It's very, very interesting because Sakkari plays very quickly. She's a model athlete. She goes huge. She goes very big with that second serve down the tee. To the back, the forehand of Krejcikova, and we've got a backhand exchange here, and much better and fluid from Sakkari. Then goes into out with the forehand, but very good cross court from Krejcikova. Very, very good. So Sakkari went into out with the forehand, went off court almost to play that, didn't hit it well enough, and Krejcikova got across pretty easily, and then crunched the forehand cross court, and Sakkari couldn't get there in time and scampered, trying to hit a defensive slice deep, and missed that. I think she should have just hit that backhand, Sakkari. I mean, the backhand was working quite well. Then it just leaves her with more time than to get across if she needs to. And she just went so far across. If you go that far across, you have to make it count. A little chip backhand from Sakkari there, and that's gone long. So we have an interesting match on here. Sakkari is 45 down. I have to say, she's probably lost the plot a little bit here. She's completely lost her momentum. 40 love down, and it's 3 break point opportunities here. Krejcikova's won 9 out of the last 10 points. Crazy. What a topsy-turvy match. 3-1 up it was, Sakkari. And now she's looking down the barrel of 5-3 down. But that's a very good backhand on the line, and Krejcikova nets the forehand. So 40-15 up here. And Sakkari has to save another 2 break points. Can the Greek player do it? Otherwise, she's going to have to come back from 1 set down here potentially. Let's see. Sakkari this time winds up the serve and goes down a tee to the backhand of Krejcikova, then goes for the drop shot. It's not quite good enough. No, it's a very, very good lob by Krejcikova, and Sakkari cannot believe it. But the drop shot probably not the right option there, and Krejcikova goes 5-3 up. Crazy. Where has this come from? Out of nowhere, Krejcikova just, I mean, yes, I think Sakkari has definitely has 100% been her own enemy as well here in this first set. But Krejcikova has now got a lot of momentum, and Sakkari cannot believe it, I don't think. I mean, she has 3-1 down. She's lost the last 4 games here. She's lost the last 4 games. Krejcikova tries to go down the tee and can only hit the serve into the net. So we have a second serve for Sakkari to have a look at, and she will be, I think she's going to be extremely annoyed here, to be honest with you. She was very animated, goes very big with the backhand, and then comes into the net to finish off the one. She does, and you can hear the roar from Maria Sakkari. Wow. Sakaya says what's happened. So Sakkari was 3-1 up, had break points opportunities to go 4-1 up, messed them about, basically went too big. So who was it? Sorry, Krejcikova then held to take it to 3-2, and then since then Krejcikova has broken Maria Sakkari twice. So now she's a break up technically and 5-3 and serving for the set. Sakkari's unforced errors just started flowing up, trying to go too big off the ground strokes, unfortunately, and lost her rhythm completely. Krejcikova has just warmed into it and been a lot more solid, really, to be honest with you. Hasn't done a huge amount, has just really let Sakkari self-destruct for the most part. But Sakkari's got opportunity here, though, at 15 love and now 30 love up on Krejcikova 7. She roars. She's like a gladiator in there. Crazy. Much, much better. And Krejcikova goes for that backhand down the line again. And I think she just needs to forget about the backhand down the line. I don't think she's made a single one. She keeps on trying to hit that backhand down the line. I don't think she's made a single one. Right, Krejcikova goes out wide to the Sakkari forehand, and Sakkari goes cross court, then goes cross court with a backhand, and then goes into out with the forehand into the backhand of Krejcikova. And then, oh wow, now that's what you have to do if you're going to run around your backhand that much and then hit that forehand. You have to hit it clean like that. And she's absolutely creamed that forehand into out down the line, and it's a winner on the forehand side. Really, really clean ball striking from Sakkari there, getting into better positions, not going huge, but going big enough at the right times. And she keeps on roaring, and she just looks like an absolute gladiator in there, does Maria Sakkari. She genuinely does. 5-3, and this time it's 3 break points now for Maria Sakkari, and a second serve I had to have a look at, 40 love up. And Krejcikova whimpers after double faulting, and she just gives the break to Maria Sakkari. Crazy couple of games there. We've just had 2 breaks of serve to love, and I'm pretty sure we've only had 2 holds of serves, one each, one for Sakkari and one for Krejcikova. So out of 9 games, we've only had 2 holds of serve, which is unbelievable, to be honest with you. Sakkari is 5-4. Sorry, Krejcikova is 5-4 up here, and it's back on serve after having an opportunity to serve for the match. So we've only had 2 holds of serve, as I said, which is ridiculous to think about. In a semi-final of a Grand Slam, you just do not expect that whatsoever. Question is, can Sakkari just really ping the her service game? Really, really. She's got a lot of pressure on her now, for sure. The pressure at 5-4 down. But in saying that, she should really get through this. You would assume, but let's see. In saying that, I genuinely do think that Krejcikova, the backhand on the line, she just needs to stop it. She just needs to stop it, doesn't she? Just stop hitting that backhand down the line. The reason why I say it as well is because, like, genuinely, if you keep on hitting backhand cross courts and you're hitting them well, and then you've gone for like 11 backhand down the lines and it's not working, do you just continue to go backhand down the line? No, of course not. You just cut it out. Sakkari goes cross court with the serve, and then down the line with the forehand. That's gone long, and she's gone down the line again with the backhand. Oh my god, it's doing my head in. Stop it, Krejcikova, please. It's literally it's hurting my eyes watching it. She's again gone down the line with the backhand. She's gone long with it, so it's just not working for us. Stop it. Can you tell I'm frustrated about hitting the backhand down the line? 5-4 here in Sakkari, 15 love up on her serve as she goes down the line with the serve. Very good serve down the line. Krejcikova cannot get that over and make that return. So 30 love up here. And Maria Sakkari has got a little bit of momentum here. Krejcikova did have momentum after breaking Sakkari to love, but she completely she had the momentum in her hand and said, hey, Sakkari, and just chucked it back to her and said, there we go. You take that and bring me to love back. And Sakkari's trying to consolidate and actually keep that momentum here. And she is 30 love up here, and she's crunched that forehand cross court. Very, very interesting tactics here from Krejcikova. She's just trying to go loopy with the forehand and backhand and just make Sakkari make mistakes. But Sakkari has found her mojo again. She's found her rhythm, and she's 40 love up on her service game. So that's not going to work, I don't think, right now. She needs to be a bit more proactive with her play here, Krejcikova. Sakkari 40 love up, and 5-4 down here, and serving to take it to 5-all. Crunches the forehand down the line, goes cross court, does Krejcikova as a Sakkari, and then goes long with the backhand cross court. So I'm not too unhappy about that. And it's a 5-all though. So this has been crazy. Sakkari was 3-1 up, then Krejcikova was 5-3 up, and now it's 5-all. You know what? Anyone can win this set 100%, but I want to back Sakkari because I said at the start, and I genuinely think she'll win the first set probably here. I feel like after getting broken to love, she then broke back to love, and now she's consolidated with that service game to love. So she's won the last 8 points. So you'd expect her to put a lot of pressure on the Krejcikova here, but it's a good first serve by Krejcikova in, then goes down the line with the forehand. Very good forehand, and she wins the first point of the service game. So, a very, very important point, and a lot better start to this service game than the previous one after she didn't win a single point in it. So, good first serve and then good forehand, and just keeping it back to basics really for Krejcikova, and it did wonders there. So let's see if she does the same here. Yeah, tries to go down the line to the forehand of Sakkari, but misses it, goes wide. So a second serve here for Sakkari to have a look at. Krejcikova will try and go to the backhand side, you'd think. Yeah, she does, but Sakkari runs around it onto the forehand side, and that's opportunity. That's a very, very big opportunity, and misses the forehand. Nets that forehand, Sakkari, and 30 love up here to Krejcikova. So all of a sudden, we've had 2 breaks of serve to love. Then Sakkari held to love. Krejcikova could hold to love here. This is such a weird set, seriously. One of the weirdest sets I've ever watched. Krejcikova goes out wide, and it says fantastic ace. Fantastic ace. 40 love up to Krejcikova, and Sakkari is like, fair enough. Like if someone hits a good ace, what can you do? You can't do anything about it. 2 aces so far for Krejcikova, none for Sakkari. Krejcikova the taller and biggest server of the two, you'd say. But second serve, I actually think Sakkari's got better second serve. I think she puts a lot more kick in and hits it with more pace as well. Good serve down the line, though, from Krejcikova. And Sakkari has to now serve to stay in the game and take it to a tiebreak as Krejcikova holds and 6-5 up here. So this is a really, really crucial game here. It genuinely is. Krejcikova nods in front again. So I think we've had 4 holes of serve out of 11 games, I think, is right. It's crazy. 4 holes of serve out of 11, so more than half the games, nearly 3 times the amount of holds we've had in games. We've had nearly double the amount of held games we've had breaks of serve. What? 7 games have been breaks of serve, 4 have been holds of serves even. It's blown my mind so much I'm barely even able to speak. But let's see what happens in this service game. I mean, Sakkari, I'm assuming she's not going to be too disheartened with that service game, but with that return game even, because Krejcikova did serve pretty well, played some good points. So I feel like when Sakkari is outplayed, she's like, you know what, fine, fair enough. If she has opportunities and then just starts blasting the ball into the net or long or wide, then she just gets really frustrated with herself and it then affects her game. I think she hit one forehand into the net, which I was like, she probably should have done better with that on the second serve. But apart from that, they weren't horrible errors or points from Sakkari. So she is 5-6 here and serving to stay in the match here and take it to a little breaker, which will be interesting because both players are one out tight. They'll be for that tiebreaker. That will be very interesting, especially if it's nip and tuck as well. 6-5 up here, Krejcikova and Sakkari serving here, going with the second serve into the backhand of Krejcikova. Then crunches that forehand cross court and then tries to go cross court again. Krejcikova goes cross court herself as Sakkari then changes up the direction and goes down the line. Then Sakkari goes into out with the forehand. Good backhand from Krejcikova. Decent slice as well. This is a attritional point to say the least. Sakkari tries to go into out the forehand down the line, misses it. That was weird. Krejcikova just lobbing that backhand up a few times and just really saying, you know, I'm going to survive in this point, and you make a mistake, and that's exactly what Sakkari did. Sakkari obliged, basically. 15 love down here. Sakkari on her serve as she goes down the tee. Better serve from Sakkari as well. And then fantastic backhand cross court. Krejcikova could only go short with the return, and Sakkari just comes in and follows through with momentum with that backhand cross court and tries to come to the net there. Doesn't need to because she hits a clean winner. And 15 all here in the 12th game. 6-5 up. Krejcikova, Sakkari serving to stay in the game. Sakkari goes out wide with the serve, and there's a call of out. Sakkari going to have a look at the line. She has a quick look. Sakkari has a look, but the umpire's like, "What? Why are you having?" No, he just looked at her like, "What are you doing? Why are you going to look at the line?" Called out. But anyways, 15-30 here. Sorry, 15 all even. And Sakkari then double faults. So it is 15-30. Oh dear. This could be a capitulation. Now we're about to find out in these next couple of games here. Or next couple of next couple of points even, from Sakkari. 15-30. And the Greek player, I mean, it's just, I can't really explain what's happened in this set, except it's just been a topsy-turvy match so far in a topsy-turvy set. Sakkari goes out wide, though, to the backhand, and then misses the into-out forehand down the line, which she's tried to hit a lot. She's gone quite long there. So 40-15 and 2 break and 2 set points for the Czech player Krejcikova. So this is an absolute nightmare, really, for Sakkari, because she will be thinking back to the opportunities at two break points, at 3-1 up and a break up, and be thinking, how have I got to this stage? 2 sets down. Sorry, 2 set points down. 15-40 here, and second serve as well for Krejcikova to have a look at. Krejcikova crunches the backhand, then Sakkari goes backhand to backhand, then goes backhand herself down the line. Krejcikova crunches the forehand cross court. Sakkari then hits the top of the net court and it goes wide. Oh my gosh. This set has been so strange, and I think Krejcikova almost looks embarrassed to win this set because she has not looked very good. She's probably not the worst out of the two, but she's won it because Sakkari just self-destructed at times, especially in that last service game. Should we have a look at the stats? Because I'm really intrigued to know what's happened with the stats here. Right, let's have a look. So 2 aces for Krejcikova, right? 2 double faults, 1 for Sakkari. First serve percentage, 50% for 50% for Krejcikova, 67% for Sakkari, which is pretty decent. First serve points 1, 58% for Krejcikova, which is better than Sakkari's 54%. Now, there is a huge discrepancy here on second serve points 1. 25% for Sakkari, where, by the way, Sakkari's second serve is actually pretty good. So she's not doing well behind that, though. And for Krejcikova, 42%. Now, I want to have a look at the winners on unforced errors. Look at this. How can you win a set? She's nearly hit triple the amount of unforced errors, and she's won the set. 6 winners and 17 unforced errors. So Sakkari's hit 9 winners and 18 unforced errors. That's really, really poor from both. That set of tennis there was some quality in parts from both, but overall, that's a pretty poor first set. And for a semi-final of a Grand Slam, not too impressed, to be honest with you, with that, if I'm being honest. Bizarre. Break points converted. Here we go. 5 opportunities for Sakkari. She converted 3. Krejcikova converted 4. So we had 7 breaks of serve. Ridiculous. 7 breaks of serve in 12 games. So that's over half of the games with breaks of serve. Unbelievable. Really, really unbelievable, to be honest with you. I don't know what to say. I'm a bit stunned, to be honest with you, because the stats, I mean, look at this. Like, I need to go back to this, actually. She's won a set, Krejcikova, by hitting 6 winners and 17 unforced errors. And Sakkari, I mean, she's hit double the amount of unforced errors, but Krejcikova's only hit triple the amount of unforced errors than she has winners. Unbelievable. I think that probably, as I've said in other streams, stats doesn't mean everything. They don't mean everything, even. But in saying that, At times, stats do tell the whole story. It doesn't always, but in this case, it has. And I think it probably shows maybe both are nervous, and I understand that being their first semi-final, but there was not a particularly high quality set of tennis, really. Sakkari, though, goes 15 love up here straight away on Krejcikova's service. Krejcikova goes very long with the forehand. And I'm interested to see whether the level gets raised by both players, whether both are able to up their game, because, I mean, it was a competitive set because both were just not playing particularly high levels. And that just meant that we had an intriguing game because both are playing at a similar level, which wasn't particularly high. Krejcikova goes out wide, though, with the serve to the backhand of Maria Sakkari, and then she goes into out with the forehand. Sakkari tries to go down the line with the forehand as well, and then we're into a rally. Sakkari then hits an unbelievable backhand cross court. That's ridiculous. From a central position, finds the angle, and that was a really, really strong backhand from Maria Sakkari. 30 love up here on Krejcikova's serve, and already with a chance to break. She's going to have to do it the hard way here, Sakkari. She's going to win this because she's already a set down, obviously. She probably will be thinking to herself, how am I set down after being 3-1 up and a break up and having 2 breakpoint opportunities to then not break and then be 5-3 down after that and then end up losing the set 7-5 after serving to take her to a tie break. So a couple of chokes, as a lot of my subscribers like to say, by both players, but Krejcikova not choking as much as Sakkari, and that basically meant that she won the set. Goes out wide, Krejcikova with the second serve, very good second serve, and 30-15 here, so 15-30 to Krejcikova. Sakkari still got a little inroad here into the Krejcikova serve, and we'll be hoping that she can win the next point, get 40-15 here, and then have 2 bites at the cherry to break. Let's see if she can. Krejcikova, I reckon, out wide. Yeah, she does. The Sakkari backhand. Sakkari goes with good depth on the return, and now we're into a rally. And Krejcikova goes huge with a forehand down the line. What a forehand! Whoa! I had a lot of heat on that forehand. That's what I'm going to say. She absolutely crunches this forehand down the line, Krejcikova. The forehand has looked pretty good. To be honest with you, it has to be said. It's a backhand on the line. I don't think she's made a single one. I think she's probably hit it about 12 times. The backhand cross court has looked okay as well. Hasn't looked amazing. She's lobbed quite a few of the backhands deep and just kind of hoped that Sakkari will make mistakes, and Sakkari obliged on a lot of times. Sakkari, though, goes big with the forehand cross court, then goes big again, really taking the ball at the top of its height here and just trying to crunch through it, take it early so that Krejcikova doesn't have time, and Krejcikova goes long with the backhand cross court. So a breakpoint opportunity here early in this second set, and I said it would be potentially on a topsy-turvy set, and it could be a break of serve here. Sakkari has an opportunity here at 40-30 up on Krejcikova's serve. I reckon out wide to the backhand side. What do we think? I think so. No, she goes down T to the forehand and then tries to crunch the backhand cross court. Then goes backhand into Sakkari's forehand. Sakkari not getting around that as much as she'd like, but then goes down the line. Very good down the line. And Krejcikova can only slice that into the net. So Sakkari, after losing that first set, has put that disappointment to the back of her head, which I have to say is very impressive mentally, and has now broken it straight away. In saying that, she did break Krejcikova in the first set straight away in the first game of this match, and then Krejcikova broke her, and then what ensued was absolute carnage as we had 7 breaks of serve out of 12 games, and then Krejcikova taking the set 7-5. So I don't think that I won't look into it too much until Sakkari manages to hold here. If she holds, then you can, I think, put more emphasis on it here. But hopefully we can see some more solid tennis from both. Some good tennis, though, for sure, from Sakkari. She'll be looking to continue that in her service game with a lot of first serves in, and also some very good 1+ shots behind that serve. Not going too big behind after the serve, but being solid and proactive behind the serve. And I think the shot selection has to be right for Sakkari. I think it was, after the first few games, it just went to pot, and she went for broken a lot of points when she didn't need to. Sakkari, going cross court here. And Krejcikova finally makes a backhand down the line. Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. And it was actually a very good one as well, to be fair. It's a shorter ball from Sakkari, and the commentators go, there you go, because I'm pretty sure she hadn't made a single one. And she clips the line there, and she just hits through the ball and says, you know what? Forget this. I'm going to hit this, and it's going to it's going to go in. She manages to. So fair play to her, and she will be feeling a lot better, a lot more confident after hitting that backhand on the line. I tell you, she'll feel like, you know what, I've got a lot more confidence. Goes very loopy again with the backhand, and again it's another lob backhand cross court. I don't understand this tactic by Krejcikova, but I guess it's maybe to stay in the round. Then she tries to go lob forehand. It's definitely a tactic, which I said in the first set, because they're really, really trying to push for Sakkari to make mistakes, and I can understand that at times, but a whole rally of just hitting that, I don't know. It's a weird one. I don't know how I feel about it. It's funny because Krejcikova actually made more unforced errors than Sakkari. Sorry, nearly as many as Sakkari. So Sakkari needs to just play a bit more solid, I would say. Krejcikova wasn't playing high risk tennis; she was missing. But Krejcikova goes really, really well with the forehand cross court, and Sakkari is 30-15 down on her serve here, and she's under pressure here straight away. 15-30 down, and Maria Sakkari needs to find a first serve and also find a good 1+ shot straight away, because Krejcikova is not looking too uncomfortable against the Sakkari serve, and that's something that maybe needs to change, or definitely needs to change if Sakkari wants to win this set. Sakkari goes out wide, much better serve, much better serve out wide to the backhand side. And Krejcikova actually, to be honest with you, hits the backhand return quite well, but it goes long. So 30 all here, and Sakkari will be hoping to go 40-30 up here and just give herself that cushion and say, you know what, I can consolidate my serve here. I can be solid. And let's see if she can prove that. She tries to go down the line, and that's miles out, to be honest with you. But the Greek player has got pretty decent second serve. Didn't play well behind it on that first set. Can she do better in this point? Does well to get it to the backhand side of Krejcikova, and now we're into a rally, and Sakkari trying to target the backhand. Not a lot of depth on the ground strokes, but she goes better with the backhand cross court and then goes into it with the forehand to the backhand side. Much better tactic. I actually think that's a better game plan. For a lot of points, she would then go around the backhand after hitting a few backhand cross courts and then go into it with the forehand down the line to the forehand of Krejcikova. Krejcikova's got good reach, and also she was reading it all the time. So Sakkari wasn't nailing that forehand. You have to really nail that forehand if you want to make it work. Either hit a winner or hit it well enough and deep enough that Krejcikova can't hurt you with the forehand cross court or forehand down the line. Sakkari, though, went into out to the backhand there on the forehand. So I think that's actually a better tactic for the most part anyway, because the backhand from Krejcikova, she's not as comfortable hitting aggressively there. Oh, very good from Sakkari. She holds there, and it's 2-love. So we have a very interesting set here, and Maria Sakkari, is it Sakkari or Sakkari? Someone, if anyone in the chat knows whether you say if it's Sakkari or Sakkari, please let me know, because I want to pronounce it right. Maria Sakkari, I'm just going to stick with that until someone corrects me, is 2-love up here and a breakup. So she is, however, set down after losing the first at 7-5, but she's in a very comfortable position here, and I think she'll want to put pressure on Krejcikova here straight away on her serve as well, to just say to her, you know what, I'm coming through like a freight train like she did against Swiatek, and I'm not going anywhere, and you're going to have to deal with it. So let's see if Sakkari can do it. Into the backhand of Sakkari, and Sakkari crunches the backhand into the middle of the court, then good slice, but not... Oh, I say good slice. I thought it had more depth on it, but it didn't. It was shorter to the backhand side of Krejcikova, and Krejcikova runs around it and hits a very good forehand into out down the line. Very good from Krejcikova. 15-love up here, Krejcikova. Oh, and she goes out wide to the backhand of Maria Sakkari. So, but second serve here for Maria Sakkari to have a look at. Very, very interesting. Oh, she nets the backhand cross court. Carnage. Absolutely carnage. So we have a very, very intriguing set on our hands here so far. Krejcikova obviously getting broken in that first game, and now Sakkari is 2 games to love up. But Krejcikova 30 love up on her service game, but a second serve for Sakkari to have a look at. And I think the Greek player is definitely wanting to get some type of inroad into this service game to give herself a chance to break again. Goes very well with the return, Sakkari. Good depth. Again, good depth on that second ground stroke. And Krejcikova can only go long with the into-out forehand down the line. So 30-15 now to the Czech player. And these are the moments where you really want to have your first serve firing. And you just want to think to yourself, you know what? I really just need a first serve here and a good first serve to make it easy for myself. Good, very good return though from Sakkari off the first serve. Very good depth on the ground strokes here, to be honest with you. Unbelievable cross court, but very good down the line from Krejcikovic even. Sorry, Krejcikova even. Very good slices from both as well. This is a fantastic rally so far. Then Krejcikova goes backhand slice very deep. Another good backhand slice, but then the second one goes long. So that was an absolutely fantastic point from both. Really ebbed and flow. We had forehand to forehand, then backhand to backhand, then backhand slice to backhand slice. That was only 16 shots apparently. Seemed like it was like 35. Very, very good from Sakkari, though. A lot more patience involved. They didn't just say, you know what, I've had enough of this rally. I'm just going to go for the kill. She was patient and played the point out how it should have been. Krejcikova ended up making the mistake. Ooh, Krejcikova trying to go for the short, wide serve, try and look for that ace, but cannot do so. So a second serve for the Greek to have a look at. And she double faults Krejcikova. And she's double faulted at some really terrible moments. You know that. She's double faulted, I think, twice before. Once was actually on a break point. So she just handed the break over at 40 love down. And the second one was, I think, and I could be mistaken, was a point before a break point. Oh, Krejcikova nets the backhand again, trying to go down the line. I think she got a bit too brave after hitting one backhand down the line in, and she tries to go for the backhand down the line, just nets it. Not the right play for me. Sakkari is 3 love up here and 2 breaks of serve up. So this could be a very short set, and it looks very likely that we will be going into a third and final and deciding set here at Roland Garros in the semi-final, the first semi-final, or sorry, the second semi-final of the women's, and whoever wins this will play Pavlyuchenkova in the final. This is so funny. They've got they've got crowds in there, and Misha Zverev is obviously courtside, and he is being very, very quiet, talking about his analysis in the coverage. I was just like, what is going on? Why is he whispering? And I realized I can see the crowd in the background. It's because he doesn't want to disturb the players. So he's being quiet. So very respectful from Misha Zverev, Alexander Zverev's older brother. And obviously, he'll be looking forward to Alexander Zverev playing Stefanos Tsitsipas tomorrow, which is a cracking semi-final. And after that, we've got one of the biggest matches you could ever think about in the tennis world, which is Rafa Nadal versus Novak Djokovic. So I'm extremely, extremely excited for those 2 games as well. And I tell you what, this match so far has not been the highest level, but it's been very competitive, and it definitely hasn't been without drama. Maria Sakkari is 3 games to love up here, and she's looking very strong in this second set. Can she consolidate the second break, go 4 love up, and then really just motor through this set? I mean, if I was her, I would just be like, you know, I need to be clinical here. I would say she has to be clinical here. Really go for the kill. If she can win this set by 2 breaks or even 3 breaks, go for it. Really, really go for it. And be proactive. And the reason why I say that is because then you can take the momentum into the final set, and Krejcikova will find it very, very difficult to then find the momentum. Sakkari not happy with the double fault, hitting the ball into the ground, and 15 love down here on her service game, and she needs to just make Krejcikova play as many balls as possible. I know it sounds crazy to say because Krejcikova is not known as someone who is a huge shot maker, maybe like someone like Sakkari who's hits very clean through the ball, but she's made a lot of mistakes today, and I think that's a good game plan to play aggressively, but calculated aggression from Sakkari and not going too over the top with it, and then just forcing Krejcikova into mistakes. The backhand hasn't looked solid at all. Target that obviously for the most part, but make Krejcikova move and be in very uncomfortable positions and make her have to be aggressive, like have to make a fantastic shot or she loses the point. And that's what Sakkari has done so far in this set, which has been a lot better, I think, for me. 15 all here, but a second serve for Krejcikova to have a look at, and then she goes down the line with the backhand. Very good backhand cross court, and then Krejcikova goes with a lob backhand into out by Sakkari. Again, a bit more loopy from her to go out time, and then Krejcikova tries to go loopy again with the backhand, and that goes so wide that I'm not joking. I just watched that and thought to myself, this is like watching a club match, like when someone just hits a lob backhand because they just cannot handle the pace on the ball. And that's almost like what Krejcikova did there. But it's not that. She's obviously a tactic that she's trying to employ, but it just hasn't really been paying off. And I'm just thinking, how long does she do that until she thinks, you know what, it's not really working anymore. I need to change it. Right, 30 all here. Very good return from Krejcikova. Sakkari tries to bend down those knees and really get that forehand over the net at the angle, but isn't able to. Good depth on the return from the Czech player. Maria Sakkari, 3 love up here and 30 all here. First serve is what she'd like. She does get it. It goes to the backhand side of Krejcikova. Then she goes forehand to the backhand side. Slice from Krejcikova. Then a backhand down the line. That's actually a very good backhand, but very good retrieval from Sakkari. And what a defensive slice. Wow. Because that was an unbelievable backhand down the line from Krejcikova. But you know what was even better? The defensive slice was unbelievable. And it just keeps low, over the net, deep as well, makes Krejcikova move. Krejcikova tries to go for the forehand down the line and isn't able to. And yeah, she nets it. So 40-30 here to Maria Sakkari. And then Krejcikova nets the backhand cross court off the first serve of Sakkari. So she goes 4 love up with 2 breaks of serve. So Krejcikova is still to get on the board here in the second set after winning that first set. I'll tell you what, this has been a lot better from Sakkari for sure. Krejcikova is almost back at square one here. And she's struggling on her serve and also the returning. And I think she's probably thinking to herself, where am I going to be able to find this little bit of form again? Very, very good, though, defensive capabilities. Maria Sakkari is unbelievably fit, isn't she? Across the court as well. She's extremely quick. Right, second serve for Sakkari to have a look at. Krejcikova missing the first serve once again. It'll be interesting to see what Krejcikova's first serve percentage is actually after this set. Sakkari crunch. Oh my gosh. Krejcikova didn't even move. Bizarre. Krejcikova didn't really. She hit that second serve basically just into the hitting zone of Maria Sakkari, and she crunches the backhand cross court into the forehand side of Krejcikova and hits a winner. Krejcikova didn't even bother moving. It's almost like she's reserved to having to play a third set here, Krejcikova. Good drop shot, though. Very good drop shot. I say that, and then she just comes out of a fantastically constructed point out of nowhere. Good serve from Krejcikova out wide, then a very good backhand down the line, which is something that we've only said once so far this match, and then an extremely good drop shot, and Sakkari doesn't manage to get that, and it has to be a very good drop shot for Maria Sakkari not to get. This time it's a serve into the backhand of Sakkari from Krejcikova, then finds the backhand down the line. Does she? No, she doesn't, because it goes miles long. And that's probably more like what we've been accustomed to seeing, unfortunately, on that backhand of the line. Right, so love 4 and 15-30 down a service game. Goes out wide to Maria Sakkari backhand, and it goes long. So 30 all here to no one. 30 all here on the Krejcikova serve. Weird. The serve, she's basically just trying to get the serve in. It doesn't look like she's really putting much on it. She's struggling, I think, with the sun, and also just struggling with her toss, just everything. Yeah, it's not much on it at all. 140 kilometers per hour. That is a slow serve. That's like 80 something miles per hour, that first serve. And she comes into volley. It's a good volley, serve volley, fine. But Sakkari needs to be doing better there, I think. I don't think that's. But in saying that, she's still 2 breaks up, so she won't be worrying too much for Krejcikova. Yeah, as I said, just really trying to get the serve in, to be honest with you. She's serving around 85 to 100 miles an hour on the first serve maximum. This time goes to the backhand side of Sakkari. Very good backhand cross court. And then Krejcikova can only hit the backhand into the net, so we're back to juice. Very, very interesting. So the first serve from Krejcikova is, as I said, has been very slow. I mean, 140 to 160 miles per hour is just crazy. That's just very, very slow for a first serve. And you can tell she's not really trying to, she's just trying to, I think she's trying to hit spots. So that's 130 miles an hour. It's not really doing much. And Sakkari's missing the returns here. So I don't think she should get frustrated by it, but it's obviously something that she needs to wait for the ball. She's just not really waiting for it. Come a bit further forward as well. This time, I think she tried to go more for that a little bit. Yeah, 165 kilometers per hour, but still, you can tell she's taking a lot off it. She's just trying to make the first serves, and she's struggling a lot with the light here and the toss. Krejcikova, the serve is just not in rhythm whatsoever. Goes second serve into the forehand of Sakkari, then a good cross court forehand, and she manages to hold a very, very shaky hold, to say the least, but manages to get the hold. And 1-4. And Sakkari is still 2 breaks up, and Sakkari serving to go 5-1 up, and within within a game, even of taking it to a third and final set and deciding set. Very, very intriguing though. That I think that tactic to take a lot of your first serve and make your first serves, I feel like it's like a doubles tactic. Where you take like 70% off your first. Sorry, you hit 70% of your first serve. Pace that you normally would hit to hit corners, because you've got someone at the net to poach for you, and if you hit accurately that first serve, then it works. But I feel like in singles you can't really get away with it as much. She did get away with it there, but she took so much off it. I mean, a couple of those serves were like 84, 85 miles an hour. That's like a lot of people's second serves, so that's not great. And I know she's been struggling with the serve, so maybe it's just a case of she's thinking, well, I'll take it off, try and put it in corners, and I basically hope it works. And to be honest with you, it wasn't working for a very long period of time, but now it definitely has been working, which is a bit weird to say. So maybe she just thought, well, it's working. Why should I stop? I'll just keep on serving like that. What's going on? Okay, so Sakkari serving here to go 5-1 up here. She's 2 breaks up, and she is looking a lot better than she was previously in that first set, and also, well, especially in the back end of that first set, wasn't it? Goes to the backhand of Krejcikova, then crunches the backhand. Oh, Krejcikova, classic Krejcikova, tries to go back another line. She should know better, and it goes long. So 15-love to Maria Sakkari. And Krejcikova obviously getting on the board here in this set. It's interesting because, I'm talking as if Sakkari is in complete control of this match, but she's not. She's in control of this set, complete control of this set. But if she wins this, it's just to take it to a final set. So Krejcikova, I think, is probably thinking to herself, let's get through this set. Obviously, I don't have too much to lose. I'm 2 breaks down, so why not just go for my shots? I think if I was her, I'd be trying to get myself into the best rhythm possible for the final set, because realistically, she probably knows she's going to have to go to a final set. So then make sure that you're moving properly. Don't just be like really sluggish and not play proper shots. Here we go, trying to find the backhand down the line, for example. Then she did. Fair play to her. It was a really, really good backhand on the line, and it's something that she has been struggling with all match to find that backhand on the line. I think that's her 3rd or 4th backhand on the line, which before that she missed maybe 10 of them at least. But this time is a lot better. And the commentator saying that actually that's a shot that she normally utilizes really well. So surprising that she hasn't been able to utilize it as well as she normally has. Good serve by Maria Sakkari to the forehand side on the juice side, on the ad side, sorry, even. And we're into a rally, and Sakkari goes long with the backhand. So 30 all here. So Sakkari not looking sluggish, but I think maybe just playing a bit too passively there for me. A lot of shots down the middle there from Sakkari, not really making Krejcikova move at the pace that she'd like her to. Not making it, just making it a bit too easy, really, I would say. Or fantastic forehand cross court from Sakkari, and then down the line as well from Sakkari. Really, really good and decent slice. But wow, that is huge. That is absolutely huge from Sakkari. And when she hit that, I was thinking, wow, that could be flying out. But she just crunched it into out forehand down the line. So forehand side of Krejcikova. Krejcikova is getting nowhere near that. So it's in this very small corner of that court. And it just crunches the back of the court. So 40-30 here and a game point. Sakkari looking for a first serve. She will be looking for a first serve here for sure. Goes out wide to the backhand side. Krejcikova into the forehand, and Sakkari tries to go for the forehand again, but rotates way too early on the forehand and is juiced. And all she had to do was just wait for it. She planted her feet way too early and just slapped at it almost. Tried to go too big and didn't need to go that big on that time. Oh, unbelievable. Oh, goes out wide, Sakkari, but misses the first serve. So a second serve for Krejcikova to have a look at. Oh, goes very interesting. Oh, Sakkari goes cross court into the backhand of Krejcikova. Krejcikova goes down the line. Then a forehand cross court. Sakkari then goes into the backhand again of Krejcikova. Very good cross court from Krejcikova, and Sakkari is struggling here. It's almost like she just lost a bit of momentum again, and she did a very similar thing in the first set. And if I was her coach, I'd be slightly worried here because her levels dropped, and I don't know what she's doing. She was playing really well at the start of this set, where she was playing aggressively, but not hitting the ball too hard. She wasn't overhitting it, and she was just being a lot more solid, making Krejcikova move. Wasn't playing passively like down the middle. She was hitting into out forehands, going cross court with the backhand, hitting good depth. Tries to go for a drop shot here at Sakkari, but it's not a very good one. Krejcikova comes forward and just brushes over the ball with the backhand on the line. She breaks there, Krejcikova. So she gets one break back. So Sakkari is only one break up now here. Now, this is very, very weird from Maria Sakkari. Her levels dropped, and she needs to find it again. She's probably thinking to herself, okay, fine, I'm still a break up here. So not the end of the world, but the level of tennis is just ebbed and flowed, and it's just bizarre from both players really here. Krejcikova obviously finding that backhand on the line, which is cool, and she's, I think, finding a bit more form for sure. Sakkari obviously has been more consistent this set, and then what the heck happened there? Krejcikova goes for the forehand down the line and basically hits the base of the net with that forehand, just completely breaks down her forehand there. 15 love up to Sakkari, and Krejcikova just trying to hold really to give herself an opportunity to break Sakkari and take it back onto serve. Backhand to backhand exchange here, but Krejcikova goes long with the backhand cross court, and it's love 30. So this is bizarre. This has been one of the more nervy semi-finals I've seen in a very long time. I don't even know if it's nerves or just both guys are just struggling. The sun looks to be glaring on them, so maybe they're struggling with that. I don't know, but it doesn't look like a very easy time potentially to play. But I don't think it's that. I just think both players are not particularly in great rhythm, and Krejcikova keeps on stopping with a ball toss. She keeps on letting it drop because the toss isn't good, or sun's in her eyes, or whatever else it is. Goes out wide with the serve, and 143k, so another very slow serve from Krejcikova. And Sakkari goes long with the backhand, and that's what I mean. She tries to go really deep down the middle there Why not just rotate a little bit and get that cross court? I don't understand that. That's just a very weird shot, and it wasn't like it was a very aggressive shot from Krejcikova where she didn't have much time. Sakkari had time there, but she opted to go down the middle with the backhand. Why would you do that? Goes down the middle there, Krejcikova with the serve. Good slice return from Sakkari. Then a little lob forehand from Sakkari to get herself back into the rally. Then a lob forehand by Krejcikova, crunching into out forehand from Sakkari. Krejcikova looks so tight here in terms of her play. What the heck? She genuinely, oh wow. She looks like she is shanking nearly every shot. She tries to go cross court there with a forehand and hits that one long, and her timing just seems all off. The ball striking is not clean whatsoever from Krejcikova. From Sakkari, it has been for periods, but even with her at times, it hasn't been fantastic. But Krejcikova in this game so far, it's just the ball striking has gone completely. Second serve now here for Sakkari to have a look at. Krejcikova has served a few doubles to gift breaks of serve. Will she do the same again? She goes out wide with the with the backhand, and Sakkari goes into the backhand of Krejcikova. Very good retrieval from Sakkari. Is it? No, it's not. It goes long. So 30-40, and she's doing a lot better here. Is Maria Sakkari just making sure? Sorry, is Krejcikova even? Sakkari making mistakes, unfortunately, which for the box, they're looking at it probably thinking, what is going on here? But it's another breakpoint opportunity for Maria Sakkari, and can she break is the big question, because if she does, then she can serve for the set. And that first serve goes long, so Krejcikova, a second serve here for Maria Sakkari to have a look at. Goes out wide, into out forehand from Sakkari. Good return. Then a loopy forehand from Krejcikova. And Sakkari misses the forehand. And she's going, what am I doing? What's going on? Oh, she's complaining to the umpire, chair umpire, because someone's shouting out. Says Sakkari. Someone's shouting out. She's not happy about it, which is fair enough. If someone's shouting out, then that's fair enough. Juice. And yeah, chair umpire didn't say anything. You should really say something then if people are calling out anyway. Krejcikova goes down the tee with a serve. Very, very good serve. Advantage to Krejcikova that had a lot more pace on it, 176 kilometers per hour. She's getting a better feel for this, and that's irritated Sakkari. Right, so Krejcikova finding a first serve here. Can she find another one? Advantage up. Goes down the tee to the forehand, and Sakkari nets the forehand. Oh dear. Sakkari has lost. She's lost 3 games in a row here. And Sakkari's saying to the chair umpire, someone's calling out. And the chair umpire hasn't said anything, which is a bit out of order, to be honest with you. Sakkari says, who will win tomorrow in the Tsitsipas Zverev game? Well, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would bet on Tsitsipas. But again, like don't bet, because I don't bet anyway. But yeah, Tsitsipas for me. I think he just played so well against Medvedev. I mean, how can he back against him? Zverev did play well as well against Davidovich Fokina, but I mean, the level of opposition is just not the same. And Zverev is a very good player, and I wouldn't be surprised if it, say, went to 5 sets, because I think Zverev's definitely got a good chance. But if I was to say percentages, I'd say 65% Tsitsipas, 35% Zverev in terms of chances of winning. That's how I see it. Because I genuinely think Tsitsipas is a danger to anyone left. As in, if Tsitsipas gets to the final and he faces Djokovic or Nadal, I think he's got a decent chance. Like, I think he's got more than like a third chance of winning. I just think he's playing that well at the moment. Off that Medvedev match, I was really impressed. Alex BG1 says, hey friend, how are you? I'm really good, mate. How are you? Guys in the chat, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. I know a lot of you have done already, but liking the video especially does help, so thank you. Sakkari, see, look, they're all shouting, and Sakkari's like, there we go. Now chair umpire's like, shut up. Because you can't be shouting out during a point as well. It's a bit ridiculous. So Sakkari serving here, and someone's shouting. And Krejcikova has put up a hand, I think, because someone's moving. Someone's shouting anyway. Sakkari not happy. Hopefully it doesn't affect her game, because I think mentally sometimes stuff like this does affect her. But it's a good first serve, and she's taken her anger out on her first serve. It's a very good first serve. Down the tee to the backhand of Krejcikova, and Krejcikova goes long with the backhand. So good start from Maria Sakkari. Very, very good start. 4-3 here, and very, very good from Maria Sakkari. Oh, good cross court from Maria Sakkari. Then tries to go down the line with the forehand and does so. Comes to the net. Oh, beautiful backhand at the net from the Greek player. That was beautiful. That was really, really good. Really impressive from Maria Sakkari. Fantastic backhand slice at the net. Oh, very good volley. I love it. Just slicing across the ball there. And very, very good volley from the Greek player. Tries to go down the tee with the serve, does the Greek player, but it's out. So second serve for Krejcikova to have a look at. And the Czech player looking, I don't know if she's flustered. She just looks, maybe she's just extremely warm, because it looks baking there. But she's probably happy about the shade over the court now. Krejcikova tries to slice down the line, but can only slice into the net. So 40-love up for the Greek player. And a chance to go 5-3 up here, which is, I think, a very, very important point here at 40-love up. I think it's just important for her to, she can hold to love, make it easy for herself, and also just get on at 5-3. Then, it just makes a load of difference. Goes out wide to the backhand side. Krejcikova tries to go with this lob backhand. I don't understand this lob backhand. Why does she keep on doing it? And then she nets the forehand. And the lob backhand, to me, just keeps on putting on the back foot, because the lob backhand has to be really deep. And it stopped being deep after like the first couple of games she was using it. It's pretty shorter now, that lob backhand. And then it just sits up nicely for Sakkari, and she just hits a dry forehand from the back on the up. And then Krejcikova is under pressure straight away in the rally, and it's not really helping her whatsoever. And it's not disturbing the rhythm of Sakkari any longer either. Sakkari's like adapted to it pretty well now. Krejcikova serving here to stay in the set at 5-3 down. So interesting to see whether the Czech player has some firsts up her sleeve, as she misses the first one. It's a second serve, and Sakkari's missed an absolute sitter. That is a very slow second serve, and Sakkari's just hit that one long, so she's disappointed by that, and it should be. First serve down the tee by Krejcikova, 151 kilometers. Again, just taking pace off that one. She's not really putting anything on it. It's just, it's just kind of trying to make the serves. Alex PG1 says, I watch Krejcikova practice at Australian Open this year. It was just so unpredictable how far she can go in singles. Yeah, she was number one, wasn't she, in doubles at one point. And I don't know, she just, maybe that's why she does. That's maybe why when she's struggling for the first serve, she just takes a lot off it, because that's what you do in doubles, right? You take a lot off the serve, and then you just rely on your person at the net, if you hit accurately enough and pinpoint enough, to poach for you. And the serve's in. It's an ace actually down the tee from Krejcikova, so much better from the Czech player. And it looks like she's going to be forcing Sakkari to serve out for the set here. So Krejcikova is 30-15 up, goes out wide, and it's a fantastic serve. That's two aces. So that's back-to-back aces for Krejcikova. And I just was saying about how her serve hasn't really been firing, but it's just, it's no longer deserted her. She's found it, and found it very well here. Tries to go down the tee with a serve, and misses. So second serve for Maria Sakkari to have a look at the Greek player. Goes out wide, does Krejcikova. Then a good backhand down the line from the Czech player. And she holds, so forcing Maria Sakkari to serve out the second set. Right, so Maria Sakkari has been very, very good, I think. in this set anyway. For the most part, well, let me rephrase. She's been good in periods. Hasn't been amazing the whole set, has to be said. I think there's been a lot of nerves and a lot of loose points from both players, but she's definitely played the better of the two in this set. So you expect her to hold here, but in saying that, she struggled. She had opportunities in that first set to take the set. She was 2 breaks up and then just crumbled. So this is a really, really important game now to hold serve and then also take it to a third and final set. So really, 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 yeah, really, really impressive from the Greek player. Right, so XPG one says Krejcikova is toward the big one, but obviously a lot of power too. Fair enough. Yeah, probably. Yeah, she does have power for sure because she's got the height right as well, and she's definitely got power behind the serve when she applies herself anyway, and her serve is firing. Right, so 5-4 to Maria Sakkari, and serving to stay in this set. Oh, goes to the backhand of Sakkari, then the forehand. She misses that forehand. She nets it, in fact. Does Krejcikova. So, yeah, 15 love to Sakkari. Sakkari tries to go down the tee and misses it. So it's a second serve opportunity for Krejcikova to have a look at. Goes out wide to the backhand. Good backhand from Krejcikova. Krejcikova then goes into out with the forehand. So backhand cross court from Sakkari. Sakkari goes cross court with the backhand again. Then backhand to backhand exchange. Good down the line. Oh, very good down the line from Krejcikova. And 15 all. 15 all here. It was a very good down the line from Krejcikova. Right, 5-4 to Sakkari here, 15 all, looking to serve for the set and take it to a decider. As Sakkari goes down the tee, then very good backhand down the line. Then crunches the forehand down the line as well. And backhand cross court to the backhand of Krejcikova. Or tries to go cross court, does Sakkari, but can only put the backhand long. So pressure here at 15-30 down on her serve. And trying to serve for the set, though. Alex BG1 says massive game. Yeah, huge game. Absolutely huge game. 15-30 here, and Sakkari really needs to hold here. Otherwise, I can see her losing the set. I know that sounds crazy, but genuinely, she had a similar thing in the first set and lost it. But Krejcikova goes wide with the forehand, and it's 30 all. Right, 30 all and 5-4 to Maria Sakkari. Two points away from taking the first set and taking it into a decider. Or potentially 2 points away from losing, getting broken back even. Second serve for Krejcikova to have a look at. Goes long with the backhand, deep with the backhand even. And cross court from Krejcikova, really good backhand. Oh, and the call is out. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It is out. So 40-30 to Maria Sakkari. And she now has a set point. Very, very good from Maria Sakkari. Right, 40-30 here. All goes to the backhand side of Krejcikova, then crunches a forehand into out. Then, misses the forehand down the line. Why do you have to go to the down the line? Just go into out with the forehand again. 5-4 and back to Juice now. Sakkari not making it easy for herself even here, sorry. Juice and 5-4 up here. Sakkari going down the line, down the tee, and that's an unbelievable ace. 184 kilometers per hour down the tee. That's a really, really good serve. Big ace on a big point. Now advantage. Can she come up with another one? Or can she come up with a big first serve and a big 1+ shot here as well? Maria Sakkari just G'ing herself up here. She looks very dialed in. Can she take the set here and take it to a decider? Oh, missing the first serve and a second serve now for Krejcikova to have a look at. Into the backhand of Krejcikova, then good forehand. Is it? No, it's not. It's very, very long from Sakkari and back to Juice. Sometimes when Sakkari plays, I feel like she tries to go for pace more than placement a lot of the time. And that just means that your radar's completely off. I feel like she's not quite sure whether she wants to go down the line or cross court, and it causes confusion. And she tries to hit through the ball cleanly, but if you don't know exactly where you're going with it, then it causes problems. Goes down the tee to the backhand side, then crunches the forehand cross court. Much better though from Sakkari, and then into out to the backhand side. Krejcikova, good. Oh, I said good backhand because I thought it'd get the line, but it hasn't. I think it's just long. So, advantage Sakkari and another opportunity to take the set. Really impressive stuff from Maria Sakkari here. Much better. And she has a set point here to take it into a third and final set. Let first serve. So another first serve here for Maria Sakkari. Goes to the forehand side of Krejcikova, then goes with a drop shot. Krejcikova gets there, and she goes cross court with a backhand, and there's a hop, skip, and a jump from Maria Sakkari, and she takes the second set and takes it to a final set. So we will have a final set on our hands, guys. I need to do something for 5 minutes. Should I leave the stream on and just go and do it quickly, or should I end the stream and set up a new one for the final set? Let me know what you guys prefer. Let me know. Otherwise, hold on. Oh, I am back. I'm back. Can everyone hear me? Let's have a look. Let's check my audio. Yeah, I think everyone can hear me. Right, so well, we 40 love up, and Krejcikova suddenly just found her mojo again, has she? That's what it looks like. Crazy. What a crazy game tennis is, hey? What a crazy game. Alex says, okay, well, I'll leave it on. Oh, thanks, me. I did. And get back. I'm back. I'm back. All good. I haven't missed too much, which is good. I think. Was anything interesting happen? Did anyone have an argument with a chair umpire? Or, I don't know. Maybe there was a fight breaking out in the crowd. Probably not. So, one love up here. Krejcikova holding serve straight away, which is a lot better than she did in that third. Well, sorry. This isn't a men's game. In the second set. Which is, I think, good, let's say, for this third set, because we don't want to get to a point where Sakkari just blows her away in the third set. We want a competitive third set, so that's good. And also, I think Sakkari is definitely not as certain that she's going to win this set, even though she won that second one, because the fact that she was 4 love up and then only ended up winning it 6-4 to me says that she's definitely prone to getting nerves and maybe breaking down at times. Forehand, especially. The backhand's more solid, but the forehand can break down at times when she tries to overhit it and really try and force things to happen. But she's 15 love up here on her service game. And look, the energy is always going to be there. She is an energizer bunny. She's extremely fit. I think the biggest issue actually is that mentally, if you're super stressed, you burn a lot more energy by being stressed like that. And I feel like that might be the biggest factor more than her, really. But yeah, really, really impressive stuff though from Sakkari in that second set, and now this third set, even in final set. Obviously, both trying to impose themselves on their service games and be solid on them, and so far so good for both players. Krejcikova obviously holding to love, and now Sakkari doing a pretty good job at 30 love up, which is good, actually. I like to see that. It's not like we're watching John Isner, where John Isner is just smashing aces left, right, and centre. We are watching rallies, etc. So I'm happy for that. I'm happy for a bit of solid play, behind the serve, rather than everyone getting broken left, right, and centre. So that's good. And Sakkari goes 40 love up, which is good, and yeah, nice and solid, I think, from both players, and they should now be warmed up. I mean, look, after 2 sets, if you're not warmed up, then that's just how you're playing. That's just how you're playing, right? Like, you can't have any excuses now from this point. You can't be like, oh, I'm a bit tired, or I haven't quite grown into the match yet. Didn't really find my form. Like, this is it now. This is crunch time. A second serve for Krejcikova to have a look at 40 love down on Sakkari's serve. So Sakkari doing a good job so far on the serve, and she goes out down the middle, even to the forehand, and then we're into a rally backhand to backhand, and Sakkari then having to crouch to hit that backhand. Good depth from Krejcikova, very good depth actually from the backhand sides, and then Sakkari comes forward after a drop shot from Krejcikova and swipes at that backhand, trying to go cross court actually at pace, similar to how she did when she won the second set, but unfortunately hits that into the net, and she actually got to the ball too quickly, so it was at shoulder height. And if she was almost cramped for room on the backhand, she actually got too far in front of it because she's just that quick. She just needed to slow down a little bit there, actually, and pace herself to get to that drop shot because it wasn't very good. 40-15 up here, so not too much to worry for the Greek contingent, and also for Sakkari. And it's a very good serve down the tee, but Krejcikova manages to get that over. Sakkari's got, oh no, that's poor. That's a really, really easy forehand to hit. And it's that into-out forehand down the line she's been struggling with. So if you're struggling with the into-out forehand down the line, then hit it to the backhand, because Krejcikova, right, you want to be hitting to most people's backhands for the most part anyway. So I don't know why she's obsessed with that shot. We're 2 hours into this match, and Sakkari missed 2 sitters there. Is she going to regret it? Because it's 40-30, but tell you what, if it goes to Juice, she will be fuming with herself deep down, and she goes to have a look at the line, trying to have a look and see if it clipped the line, but it hasn't. So it's second serve for Krejcikova to have a look at, and Maria Sakkari, the Greek player, looking for an easy point here, probably. I should love a return not to go in, but it's a lob backhand from Krejcikova, and it's not deep at all. So Maria Sakkari just goes big with a forehand. It's a drop shot. Krejcikova gets there, and what a little dink! And I tell you what, that is the hardest shot out of the three Sakkari had. And the first two she missed, and this third shot is unbelievably hard. It's a drop shot, and she goes and just bends down and opens up the backhand side one-handed and just dinks it over the net at an angle for a winner, and a drop shot winner at that. So one game all here, and Barbora Krejcikova and Maria Sakkari are definitely well into this match, both warmed up, and Maria Sakkari is roaring like a gladiator after holding that service game. She is definitely a personality, isn't she? Krejcikova serving here, though, to keep it on serve. She comes to the net here. Nice doubles play. Very good volley as she dinks the volley over. Very, very good volley. Very impressive stuff from the Czech player. And you can see a bit of her doubles player coming out there. Obviously, previously part of the #1 doubles pair in the world, and Sakkari just clapping because it was a very, very good volley from Krejcikova. Well constructed point. Krejcikova definitely turning it on here. And I think she brushed herself off after that second set, and she's come out flying, really. I mean, that's a fantastic serve out wide to the backhand of Sakkari. Sakkari goes cross court, and Krejcikova goes for that infamous backhand down the line, which everyone says is fantastic. It hasn't been very good today, but it was good there, and she's definitely got better with it as the match has worn on. So fantastic backhand down the line from Krejcikova. She goes 30, love up. Goes into the forehand of Sakkari. Sakkari just clicking the line there, I think, and it's 30-15. It was a loopier forehand from Sakkari. She clipped it, and 30-15 now. So Krejcikova didn't think it was in, but unfortunately it was. Right, 30-15, and Krejcikova tries to go down the line with the first serve. Missed it, so second serve for Sakkari to have a look at. Goes to the back with the backhand. Krejcikova nets the forehand cross court. So we're back to 30 all now. So this is going to be interesting because Krejcikova now is under pressure. She's under a lot of pressure to hold here. Sakkari is knocking on the door, isn't she? She 100% is at 30 all here. Interesting. Very interesting. Krejcikova goes out wide with the serve, and Sakkari goes cross court, and Krejcikova goes long with the forehand. So we have a breakpoint opportunity. Wow. I want to say it was out of nowhere, but it wasn't quite out of nowhere. It was a couple of very good points from the Greek player. Krejcikova goes out wide with a serve. I think it clips the line there. Sakkari, though, manages to get around the forehand side. Krejcikova goes wide with the backhand. So Maria Sakkari breaks in this final and third set, and that is huge. That is absolutely huge for the Greek player. Unbelievable. Guys, it's 2-1 to Maria Sakkari in a break-up. We have a slight short break. So you know what I want to say to you. Please make sure you smash the like button. It really does help the channel to grow. So if you don't mind doing so, I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Again, really does help the channel to grow. But liking the video just gets it out there and helps it get out to more people. So we can have more people in the chat, of course. And also so that the channel can continue to keep on growing as well. I really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Sakkari, I mean, look, she hasn't looked flawless on her serve. She didn't look flawless in that first service game, did she, Sakkari? So I wouldn't put it against Krejcikova to break her. We've seen a lot of break of serves in this match so far. But in saying that, it'll be interesting to see how Sakkari approaches now this next service game. I think she'll be hoping for a lot of first serves for sure. Krejcikova was striking the ball quite well, I thought, in the last few games, and in this one just a bit loose on a few of the ground strokes, and obviously paid for it. Sakkari quite solid in the returns, and that definitely gave her a chance. So whoever wins this obviously will play Pavlyuchenkova in the final. Okay, I've got a question for you. Who do you guys back in the final if it's Pavlyuchenkova versus Sakkari, and if it's Pavlyuchenkova versus Krejcikova. Who do you back if those are the matchups and why? Sakkari 2-1 up here and serving to consolidate that break of serve. Tries to go down the tee and misses that first serve as it crashes into the net. So a second serve for Krejcikova to have a look at as Maria Sakkari. I reckon she's going to go down the tee. No, she doesn't. She goes to the forehand side and then crunches the forehand cross court. And that's a really good forehand down the line from Krejcikova. She misses a regulation backhand down the line. It's a shorter ball from Sakkari, defensive point from Sakkari. Krejcikova comes forward and tries to go back down the line. That backhand on the line that's given her a lot of trouble and just doesn't manage to get it over and doesn't get that approach shot in. Nets the backhand and 15-love to the Greek on her serve. So this is a big service game. It definitely is for Maria Sakkari. Tries to go into the forehand of Krejcikova on a serve down the tee from the ad side, but it's a let and first serve. So a first serve that Krejcikova will have to look at. Maria Sakkari going down the tee or trying to go down the tee and missing it. So a second serve here now for the Czech player. Sakkari goes into the backhand of Krejcikova, then crunches the backhand cross court, and we have a backhand from Krejcikova. Sakkari goes really long with the forehand. That forehand from Sakkari at times is a weapon, but it's also maybe her biggest enemy at the same time as well. She overhits it for sure. Right, so 6-4, 7-5, 4-6, 1-2 here. Sakkari 2-1 up on her serve, and it's 15 all as well. So this is going to be really, really interesting. Down the line from Krejcikova. Oh. Right, 15-30. Oh. And Maria Sakkari is not very happy. She is just fuming. 30 all. Oh. Oh. Right, 30 all is Sakkari. She's doing a good job though. She's doing a good job for the most part, apart from the her loose forehands, isn't it? Crazy. There we go, backhand to backhand exchange, and Maria Sakkari. Oh, she hits a good backhand cross court, and Krejcikova nets the backhand. So we have a game point for the Greek player and a chance to consolidate the break. Very impressive stuff. 2-1 here. Serve clock. She's got 5 seconds left. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry. She does manage to. Good little return there from Krejcikova. 40-30 here. And Krejcikova just going down the middle. Sakkari going with her own forehand. Then a backhand cross court. Sakkari goes backhand cross court with her own one. Oh, here we go. This is a very interesting rally. Sakkari goes down the line. Shorter though. Krejcikova goes cross court with the forehand. Sakkari defensive. That's a very short ball though. And Krejcikova puts away the backhand down the line at the net. So very impressive stuff from the Czech player. Putting a lot of pressure on Sakkari. I think she realizes this is a chance. This is a chance to give herself a breakpoint opportunity potentially. So juice here. Oh, crazy. This has been a crazy match, to say the least. Right, Sakkari trying to go down the tee to the backhand side. Krejcikova just missing that, but it doesn't matter because the serve is long. Oh, Sakkari going to the backhand and into out forehand from Sakkari. Then Sakkari hits it, just netting the forehand. That forehand is giving her trouble. It's just really unbalanced on it sometimes. Sometimes she's in a fantastic position. She's got great feet, movement for the most part, and really good fitness. But it's just sometimes I think she's just so eager to hit it. The timing's wrong. Break back opportunity here for Krejcikova, and in true fashion, like the semi-final has been, we could get a break back here. Who knows? Sakkari tries to go big with the kick serve out wide to the backhand side. And now going cross court to Krejcikova's backhand. And we've got a backhand to backhand exchange here. Sakkari just trying to be solid here. You can tell she's not trying to go for too much. She's trying to make Krejcikova make a mistake. You can tell she's a bit tight, but not so tight. And it works. Krejcikova hits the backhand into the net, nets that backhand, cross court, and it's juice. And yeah, Sakkari is basically just tempting Krejcikova, and Krejcikova tempting Sakkari, trying to tempt Sakkari to go onto the forehand side. And that into-out forehand down the line has given her trouble at times, where she's been missing it going long, also hitting it to the net. So Sakkari doesn't do that, and it's very, very clever. She's saying someone's shouting in the crowd, and then the chair umpire goes basically shut up, and she goes thank you, and then says a very, very good serve out wide to the forehand side. So advantage to Maria Sakkari, an opportunity here to hold and consolidate that break, even that she got in the previous game. Here we go, out wide to the backhand. Yep, she does. Across court from Krejcikova, good into out backhand, forehand, even from Sakkari. Then cross court backhand, good backhand down the line from Sakkari. Good cross court. This is a very good rally, good depth actually. But Krejcikova's backhand, just lets her down. It lets her down big time, and it breaks down as she hits it into the bottom of the net. That backhand, 3-1 here, Maria Sakkari, and she keeps the break, and she's still in front. Right, so Krejcikova, I think momentum definitely with the Greek player, obviously taking that break, but also just the momentum of the last few points. You can tell that Sakkari is comfortable, or more comfortable than she was. Yes, there's still some mistakes there, but I think overall her games have become more solid as this set has worn on. And the biggest question is, can Krejcikova match? And she can't, because she double faults the first serve. Oh dear, 4 doubles in this match. Not as bad, to be honest, as I've seen a lot of people in this French Open, to be fair to her. So, but in a semi-final of Grand Slam, not great. I think any more than a double fault on average a set is probably not good at all. You probably don't want to have any, because a lot of players will have maybe 1, 2 maximum in a whole match, if it's 3 to 5 sets even in the men's. But I think if you can have 3 or less, then you're kind of thinking, well, probably, 3 or less, then you're right, that's okay. Not great, but it's okay. Oh, what a backhand down the line from Krejcikova, and just now and then she just brings it out, and it pulls off, and that's it. Look at this, bang, wow. Maria Sakkari is probably like, it's just so unpredictable, Krejcikova, at the moment. So you're just like, what are you supposed to do? She is just pinging her backhand sometimes, but for the most part, is breaking down at times. So Sakkari is saying, I'm going to keep on hitting to that backhand side, but then sometimes she just comes up with worldies against Krejcikova, and Sakkari's like, what the heck? What am I supposed to do? So this time she's pummeling the backhand again, but that's how to do it. Good depth, and it's a slice from Krejcikova, but then goes cross-court with her own backhand. It's a good backhand as well, good depth. And then now we go. The backhand down the line, she's found it again. And it's a really good backhand. What the heck? Unbelievable. I was moaning about it so much in the first 2 sets, But as the match has worn on, it has got better. It's still not, I mean, she's still missing, like, I would say, at least 40% of them. But when they've come off now, they are unbelievable. And that was such a good backhand on the line for quite a good change of direction after a backhand cross-court rally between the two. Sakkari netting the forehand there. So 40-15 Krejcikova, and she's definitely played a lot better in this service game. 40-15 up, and she's looking a lot more solid as the Czech player. I've been quite impressed with her resolve in this service game for sure. Right, so I think a big first serve out wide to the forehand side. That's what I'm going for. She does. She goes for the kick serve out wide to the forehand, then goes forehand down the line. That is an absolutely cracking forehand down the line. Clipping the line, stepping into the court, really, really good from the Czech player. And it's 3-2 to Sakkari, and she's still a break up. But she needs to serve here now to consolidate that break at 3-2 up. Sakkari, it's interesting actually, because that definitely does play in your mind a little bit, probably, for Sakkari, because she hasn't played that badly in that return game. But, you know, I mean, she's played really well, Krejcikova. A couple of the points, some really good clean winners. And is Sakkari thinking to herself in the back of her mind, will she be thinking, hold on, she's hitting the ball better, and then will she adjust her game when maybe she shouldn't on her service game? Or does she keep on doing what has worked basically in the last few games? It will be interesting to see, because Krejcikova just come up with some unbelievable shots, and that can play on your mind, even if it's their service game, because you just think they're outplaying me on points and they're out hitting me on points. Sakkari obviously hasn't happened for the majority of the match, but now it's starting to happen. Obviously, in that last service game, even though it's a few points, she may be thinking in the back of her mind, do I need to adjust maybe slightly how I'm playing? And I don't think she should. I think she should stick to the game that she has. Probably maybe cut out half of those into out forehands down the line that she's been hitting, and I think she'll be okay. And maybe just at times, I think she'll hit hard down the middle rather than going cross court down the line. I feel like she needs to prioritize moving Krejcikova around and having it on the rung. Oh, here we go. Here, Pananios. Oh, I'm going to try and pronounce your name right. Tell me if I butcher it. It's Panayet. Oh no, here we go. I've got it. Paniotis Leonidou. Is that right? Tell me, because I think I've absolutely butchered it. Paniotis Leonidou says, "Go Sakkari," in capitals. So go Sakkari. That's why I said it loudly. He says for Greece. Yeah, I mean, Sakkari is doing well here. She's break up, obviously, so she's definitely the favourite in the set. And we've got Tsitsipas playing tomorrow as well, haven't we? In the semi-final against Zverev. So the Greeks are on the march at the moment. Really good backhand cross-court from Krejcikova, and good from Sakkari. They're reading the backhand. Oh, my, there we go. The backhand on the line has just come from nowhere. Krejcikova just hit another one. Oh, my gosh. Sakkari's, I think maybe the issue is that Sakkari is predominantly, she's barely hit any backhand on the lines, actually, if I can remember in this set. And maybe it's that predictability of Sakkari constantly going backhand cross court to Krejcikova that maybe now Krejcikova's got comfortable and she's able to go down the line, because she's able to set herself up and set that shot up a lot earlier. That could be a reason as well. So maybe Sakkari needs to think about either maybe slicing deep to that backhand, or then going down the line occasionally when she feels comfortable, not forcing it. Good cross-court forehand from Sakkari, then tries to go for the drop shot. That's not the right option, unfortunately, because it's gone very low and it's a very tough drop shot. If she pulled it off, it would have been an unbelievable shot. So under a little bit of pressure here, Maria Sakkari. Under a little bit of pressure. A very good get from Krejcikova. From that forehand cross court, and Sakkari was kind of left in no man's land. She didn't go back or forward, and that was the issue. I think she probably thought Krejcikova was going to get that back. 30 love down here, but with a huge serve. Wow, that is big from the Greek player. That was a huge serve down. I want to see how quick that was, because that looked absolutely massive. 185 kilometers per hour. Wow, unbelievable. Right, here we go. Sakkari now 15-30 on her serve. This is a really, really big point here. Oh, I thought that was in, you know. But it's not. She tries to go down the tee to the forehand of Krejcikova and misses it. So there's an opportunity here now for Krejcikova to attack the second serve, Sakkari. Sakkari looking to obviously get it back to 30 all here. She doesn't want to be saving break points here after being a break up because she's probably thinking I've had to do that the whole match. And she doesn't, not yet anyway. It's 30 all as Krejcikova nets a forehand. Krejcikova cannot believe it. You can see the look on her face. She doesn't need to shake her head. She doesn't have to say anything. I can see the look on her faces. How the heck have I done that? What am I doing? Right. Sakkari here, 30 all and 3-2 up here and a break up. So can she serve out this game and keep that break of serve? Let's see. Tries to go down the tee and nets the first serve. So a second serve now for Krejcikova to attack probably is what she'll be looking to do. Oh, that is a big second serve. 132 and clipping the line as well. Big kick off that serve. And we have, that's better from Sakkari, mixing up the backhand direction, trying to go down the line with it. Now forehand down the line as well. Then backhand cross court and a backhand from Krejcikova, but she crashes that backhand into the net. And Sakkari roars. She roars like the gladiator that she is. And 40-30 here and 3-2 up. And I tell you what, oh, this is crazy. She's definitely digging deep here. Right, so 40-30 up here. Can she consolidate that serve? She goes out wide to the backhand. It's a loopy backhand from Krejcikova, which has been the play for most of this match. Hasn't really worked. I don't think it's been particularly effective. And Krejcikova nets the forehand after a very good cross court from Sakkari. And Sakkari, she grits her teeth and she roars after keeping the break of serve. 4-2 now for Maria Sakkari. And Krejcikova will be thinking, damn, that was maybe a couple of missed opportunities there to open up a break point. But she's digging in deep, and she's 2 service games away from taking this set. Krejcikova here, 2-4 down and serving to really, I think, stay in the set, because if she loses this and goes 5-2 down, Sakkari would serve for the set, and you'd assume it's probably game over if she goes a second break down. So it's let first serve, I think, here. Krejcikova serving, as I said, this is a huge service game for the Czech player. Goes out wide to Sakkari, forehand. I think that's out. No, it's kept the line as Krejcikova plays on. And very good retrieval, forehand slice from Krejcikova. Sakkari's pummeling her there. It's a drop shot from Sakkari. Not. Oh, Krejcikova comes forward and goes for the approach shot, slice down the line. She had a lot of time and maybe rushed it. Sakkari, that drop shot worked that time. Wasn't the best drop shot. I mean, she played some unbelievable drop shots yesterday against Swiatek. It wasn't as good today. It hasn't been as good today even, sorry. But it did the job there. So, 15 love up on Krejcikova's serve, and I think Sakkari is probably thinking, I've got a chance here. Let's see. Goes out wide, does Krejcikova, but goes long. So, a second serve as well for the Greek player to attack. Can she do so? Goes out wide, Sakkari with the backhand. Good backhand, very deep. Then tries to go cross court, clips the line. Bit unfortunate. Clips the top of the line and really tried to crunch that backhand cross court. And she puts her hand on her head and she cannot believe it. She just really wants to crunch it. You can just tell. She just loves hitting a heavy ball, does Maria Sakkari. 15 all here. You know what she's like? She's almost like the Rublev, you know that, of the women's game. Rublev just plays at one pace. That's kind of like Sakkari. Oh, great. Oh, this time it's really, really good from Krejcikova. It's a very good drop shot. Sakkari does get there, but Krejcikova covers it down the line, puts away the volley, and very well executed from the Czech player. Very good retrieval, though, from Sakkari as well to even get to that drop shot, because it was a good one. It was a good one. Yeah, a very good read from Krejcikova. Oh, very good from Sakkari. Good return. And it goes wide. So 30 all here. And she's definitely got an inroad here, hasn't she? 4-2 up and 30 all. This is a big, big point for the Czech player, Krejcikova. It's a huge point. She loses this point, then it opens up a break point, and she's staring down the barrel of a loss here for sure. Oh, tries to go big down the line, misses it. So a second serve. Now Sakkari needs to make this return count. The issue is, at times like this, the return ends up being too big because you really try and make it count. It's a decent backhand return. Now into a rally. Bit shorter from Sakkari. Needs more depth on a ground strokes. Krejcikova with good depth there. And then a good backhand down the line as well. She's striking the ball quite well here. Probably better than Sakkari in this rally, I would say. And she puts it away, the backhand cross court after a shorter ball from Sakkari. Just didn't do enough, Sakkari, after the first return and then the shot after that. And it just gave Krejcikova the ability to get in to the game. Sakkari's having a look at the line, the ball, sorry, the mark even. She's just asking the umpire to show her the mark, and it is 40-30. Yeah, it is. Let's have a look. The replay as well. I thought it was definitely in. Yeah, I think it's actually inside the line. Right, 40-30 to the Czech player, and serving to keep it to just a break. I reckon she's going to go to the backhand side for the second serve. Second serve. Interesting. Is she going to double here? I don't think she will. I don't think she will. She goes to the backhand of Maria Sakkari. Maria Sakkari nets the backhand. So she holds serve and she's forcing Maria Sakkari to continue to hold her service games. So only a break. Only one break of serve. Very interesting, to say the least. It is very interesting, to be honest with you, because I'm just thinking how solid is Sakkari going to be on her service game now? And she should be. She's come up with some very big first serves in the last few service games. If she can come up with a few of those, and it makes a big, big difference. Right, so Maria Sakkari is 4-3 up, 2 games away from winning from winning this semi-final and getting through to the final to meet Pavlyuchenkova. But this is a huge game. If she wins this, I think she wins the match. If she doesn't, then I think Krejcikova wins it. That's my 2 pennies. Right, Sakkari, number 17 seed. Let's see what she can do. So first set 7-5 to Krejcikova, second 6-4 to Maria Sakkari, third set 4-3 Maria Sakkari, and a break up as she serves to make it 5-3 in this deciding set. Tries to go down the tee, misses the serve down the tee, so a second serve for Krejcikova to have a look at. This time, goes down the tee. That was big. Big backhand down the line. She hasn't hit many backhand down the lines. That one she did, and it made a big, big difference. Just changing the direction on the backhand side. It's obviously a shot that she's not super comfortable hitting, so I wouldn't say hit it all the time, but occasionally if it's there and it's there for the taking, then hit it. Well, lob return from Krejcikova. She loves that lob return on the backhand side. A bit of a loopy backhand as well. Sakkari hits it back with a lot more power and then goes huge with the forehand into out down the line. And is that in? Yes, it is. Sakkari goes big with the forehand and she misses it. Did you see how big? She tried to go huge on the forehand down the line there. Wow. Crazy. Sakkari there, just so the loopy nature of that point from Krejcikova actually helped her. Sakkari just too hesitant there. Oh, down the tee, very good serve from Sakkari. Then tries to go back on the line. I think she's made that. What? What? A backhand? No, Krejcikova says no, she hasn't made it. Let's have a look. Oh, it's touching part of the line. Oh dear. Krejcikova thinks it's out. She doesn't even bother looking at it. She's like, okay, if you say it's touching the line, it's touching the line. So 30-15 there, and Krejcikova, that was an incredible shot by Sakkari because she was almost a bit cramped and managed to just get out of that somehow. Oh, and she nets the return. So 40-15 here. This is a really, really, really important passage of play here because if Sakkari can hold it pretty comfortably, there will be a lot of pressure on Krejcikova in her next service game. 4-3 here on 40-15 up, and Maria Sakkari serving to go 5-3 up and potentially one game away from making her first ever Grand Slam final. Oh, that's a huge fault. That's gone near the baseline, that first serve. Crazy. 40-15 here and a second serve for Krejcikova to have a look at. Sakkari goes into the body. Good, decent forehand return from Krejcikova, but then nets the backhand cross court. So 5-3, and she is one game away. Anubab Mandel says yes, so he's very happy. He's very happy that Sakkari is doing well. Guys in the chat, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to smash the like button. It really does help the channel to grow. I really do appreciate it and would really appreciate you guys doing so as well. It really does help. And also, please do remember to subscribe to the channel as well. Again, really does help the channel to grow. Thank you very much. So Krejcikova serving to stay in the match here at 5-3 down. Goes down the tee. Very good backhand from Sakkari. Good return, but good forehand down the line as well. What a backhand down the line from Krejcikova. Just sometimes in this set, it's been a lot better. That backhand on the line for the first two sets, it was frustratingly bad. I think the first set she didn't hit a single one in after attempting about 7-8 times. But here, a lot better and a fantastic start for Krejcikova after a very good rally from both. So a good start after what would have been a nervous bit of energy, knowing that she has to serve to stay in the match. Second serve, though, for Sakkari to have a look at, goes big with a backhand into the feet of Krejcikova. Then down the line from Krejcikova as well on the forehand side. Very good from Sakkari. Good depth from both players here. Oh, very good retrieval from Sakkari. Good depth on. Oh, and you know what? The slice forehand to Krejcikova, I think, is a play that you can utilize. You know that in the future because there's been a lot of rallies where Sakkari's had to stretch because of a very good cross-court forehand from Krejcikova, and then she's had to stretch and play a squash shot low over the net with a lot of spin, so a forehand slice deep. And Krejcikova's forehand has let her down, or a backhand has. So that's obviously something that she, I don't know if it's a weakness, but it looks like it. Krejcikova goes to the backhand of Sakkari, then tries to go into out to the backhand. Very good depth here from Sakkari on the ground strokes. And Krejcikova trying to keep up with the pace. Tries to go down the line and misses it just. Hit it cleanly, but misses it down the line this time. And 15-30. So a lot of pressure here on Krejcikova. And I said that if Sakkari won that last service game, she'd win. And she could break here and take it here. Let's see. She will be... I mean, she's got a tail between her legs. She's definitely wanting to win it here and now. Out wide to the Sakkari backhand. Good play from Krejcikova. The good depth on the ground strokes, not wanting to put anything short for Sakkari to pounce on. Good slice as well. And Sakkari nets the backhand into out. So good play from Krejcikova. Good defensive play there because she's under the cosh here for sure. So 30-all and Krejcikova still under pressure, but in a bit of a more comfortable position after being 30-15 down. All here, and a first serve here. Goes down the tee. Good serve. Oh, no. So it's a good backhand return from Sakkari, and then Krejcikova can only hit the forehand into the top of the net, and it drops down. We have a break point, and a match point for Maria Sakkari, the number 17 seed from Greece. If she wins this, she will be making her first Grand Slam final appearance. Oh, into our forehand from Krejcikova. Very good. And she puts away the backhand. Very impressive under pressure from Krejcikova. Good drive backhand volley from the Czech player. So whoever wins this obviously will meet Pavlyuchenkova in the final. And for me, I actually think whoever wins it will be the favourite to win the final. Personally, I think out of this match, Krejcikova this time going out wide to the forehand of Sakkari, and it's a good serve. And she's now advantaged, so she's saved a match point, and she could hold here. And that, I tell you what, mentally, that's a very, very good hold if she holds here. And it definitely puts a little bit of frustration in the mind of Sakkari to think, oh, she's making me serve it out here. But let's see. Tries to go down the line, does Krejcikova, but unfortunately crashes that serve into the net. So a second serve for the Greek player to have a look at. Goes into the forehand of Sakkari. She crunches it into out. Then into out. Oh, goes with the backhand cross-court Sakkari, and it goes long. So 5-4 here, and she's making Sakkari serve for the set here. She's not going to make it easy for her. She's saying, look, it's up to you. You want to win this, you have to really earn it. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video. It really does help the channel to grow. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And also, please do remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Again, just helps the channel to grow. So, again, much appreciated as well. Right, so Maria Sakkari obviously is the favourite here, but let's see whether there's any nerves serving for the match here. Obviously, it's both these players' first appearance at a Grand Slam semi-final, in a singles anyway, and this would be the first Grand Slam final that either makes after winning. So, very, very interesting for sure. Right, here we go. Sakkari serving for the set and the match. Sakkari going down the tee to the backhand and Krejcikova, and then Sakkari goes long with the forehand. 15 love, oh dear. Love 15, and Sakkari needs to just take a breath, chill, and just play her tennis. Really, really interesting. Right, love 15 here. Or Sakkari goes down the tee to the forehand of Krejcikova. Then Sakkari goes into out with the forehand and misses it. Oh, love 30. And she goes, go check. What's she saying? Oh, I thought that was long. Oh, dear. Missed that forehand into out. Oh, dear. Goes long. And Maria Sakkari, she's under a lot of pressure. Love 30. And she is serving for the match. But she's going to have a couple of really big first serves and big points here because she's struggling massively. Goes down the tee to the backhand, then crunches the backhand into the backhand of Krejcikova. Backhand to backhand exchange here. Good slice from Krejcikova. Good slice as well from Sakkari. Then slice to the backhand of Sakkari. Goes to the backhand of Krejcikova. She can only net the backhand. So 15-30 here, and she's bringing it back. And the sun is just blinding me right now. Absolutely blinding me. 15-30. It's okay, you only see my face. It's not particularly good looking, is it? 15-30, and Sakkari here still got decent chance here, but just needs to be very, very solid now for the next few points and just make Krejcikova make mistakes and let first serve. That was a big, big serve. That was the ideal serve. Out wide to the backhand of Krejcikova, and I reckon she will go for that kick serve out to the backhand once again. Sakkari crunches it down the tee to the forehand of Krejcikova, and it's an unreturnable. So really, really, really good from Maria Sakkari. 30 all, and she's 2 points away. She needs a very big, big point here, though. Here we go, 30 all, and you can see Krejcikova just warming herself up as well, making sure she's bouncing on her toes, making sure she's ready. Goes down to the backhand. Good return. And Maria Sakkari Sakkari nets the forehand. Really, really, really loose shot. Here we go. 30-40 down. And Sakkari is just thinking, oh dear. She needs a big, big serve here. Oh, someone's phone's going off in the crowd. What the heck? What are they doing? Come on. Goes down to the forehand. She absolutely crunches that forehand cross court, and that is back to juice. Wow, the Greek player is really, really making it count here. I have to say, it's very, very impressive. Couple of loose shots, but that is a big, big, big player shot to play on a big point. And Krejcikova just collapsed. Actually, wow, that's very good to see. Juice here in 5-4, and just says fair play. It's too good. Or drop shot. Oh, she misses the drop shot. It's actually not a bad. It's not a bad play there, but you've got to make it. Right. So another breakpoint opportunity here for Krejcikova. And Maria Sakkari, so it's a second breakpoint opportunity. Maria Sakkari is serving for the set, but she's finding it hard here to bring it back, and she had a match point as well in the previous game. Tries to go down the tee, misses it. So second serve here, and this is a huge point in the scheme of this game. Absolutely huge. Sakkari goes out wide to the backhand, loopy backhand, and we're into a rally, into out forehand, then backhand, then another backhand, and a couple of tight shots from both. That's a big forehand. Sakkari goes forehand down the line. Krejcikova with a very loopy backhand. Sakkari then goes with her own loopy forehand. Krejcikova crunches the backhand. This time another loopy. Oh my god, it's so loopy. It's gone over her head almost. Sakkari managed to get it back though. Good backhand cross court from Krejcikova, and Sakkari cannot get that backhand over the net. Unbelievable. And she's broken back. Wow. Unbelievable. 5 all here in the third set. Really, really impressive. Win. 40. 5 all here in the third and final set. Krejcikova goes out wide and misses the first serve. So second serve here for Sakkari to have a look at. And she will be thinking, what have I just done? I've just missed the set point opportunity. And now at 5-4, I don't know. Just crazy. Serving for the set as well. Will she regret it? We will see. Oh, what's happened here? I think the second serve's out. Yeah, second serve's out. So 15 love to Maria Sakkari here in this 11th game. So let's have a look. So love 15, Krejcikova under a little bit of pressure here. first up. Obviously had a save, break, and a match point in the previous service game. Struggling a little bit with the light here in toss. Goes down the line with the serve. Maria Sakkari goes forehand, and then it's a slice to the backhand of Krejcikova. Good backhand cross court, and then goes cross court again. Sakkari goes long with the backhand cross court, and it's 15 all. Interesting. Everyone is like, oh my gosh, because it's just crazy. She's I don't know. It's just carnage, absolute carnage from Maria Sakkari. Goes out wide, but it's a net cord, so a first serve for the Czech player. And it's not. There's no tiebreak as well, is there? There's no tiebreak in the French Open, so it's best. It's yeah. It's you have to win by 2 clear games, so it could be here all day. Krejcikova goes out wide to Sakkari. Sakkari gets that forehand in and gets across the backhand. Or nets the backhand. 30-15 to Krejcikova. She tries to go down on the backhand, and she goes, how, I think. Oh, dear. 30-15 here, and Sakkari, I think she's looking a bit shaky mentally here. Yeah. Or Krejcikova trying to go to the backhand of Sakkari, and I tell you what, I think the momentum is slightly with Krejcikova here. She's saved a match point and she's broken back, and I feel like the momentum was with her. I could be wrong. Krejcikova hitting that backhand well, as is Sakkari, to be fair, in this rally. But goes long though, Sakkari. So 40-15 to Krejcikova, and this is crazy. Sakkari was 5-3 up, had a match point, serving for a set of 5-4, now 5 all, and Krejcikova could be going 6-5 up here. Crazy. 40-15 here. Krejcikova trying to go out wide, misses the first serve, so second serve for Sakkari to have a look at. Goes down a tee to the backhand, then down the line with the forehand. Now down the line with another backhand. Oh, she holds 6-5 here. Unbelievable stuff. Unreal. 6-5, and she holds. Oh dear, crazy. Absolutely crazy stuff from from Krejcikova. I mean, she's just been so good in terms of her resilience. Say the break and match point, and then managed to break Sakkari. Just crazy, crazy, absolutely crazy. Right, so 6-5 to Krejcikova and 6-5 to Krejcikova, and I'll tell you what, this has been a very, very topsy-turvy match, hasn't it? I mean, just when you think something's going to happen, the opposite happens. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right, so oh, right, okay. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Oh, crazy. 40-15 up here, Sakkari. Oh, 6-all. No tiebreak, though. You have to win by clear 2 games. So this could be going on. It could be a while. Right, new balls at 6-all here as well. Crazy. Let's see. Right, Krejcikova at 6-all here. Goes to the backhand of Sakkari, into out backhand. Oh, Sakkari crunches the forehand, cross court into the forehand of. What the heck? What a forehand from Krejcikova. Absolutely crunches the forehand cross court from Sakkari, and next thing you know, 15 love up. Whoa. Crazy. Unbelievable. Right, so 40 love up here, Krejcikova, because of some ridiculous serving. Unbelievable. The new balls are definitely flying, and she's utilising the new balls, that's for sure. Here at 6-all, definitely has been. Has to be said. 5 aces compared to 1 for Maria Sakkari, and you can definitely see that. And she's like upped her level in the last few last few games, sorry, even in this set. Goes out wide to the Maria Sakkari forehand, and Sakkari, I don't know. It's just I feel like she's getting frustrated. Krejcikova obviously is held. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I don't know. I don't know. I just think that Maria Sakkari here, she's getting frustrated. She obviously had a match point, right? She had a match point at 5-3 to break and then also take the match. I don't know. Then also 7 for the match, didn't do very well. Now here, it's just this carnage, absolute carnage. She needs to continue to play solid tennis. It does Maria Sakkari. Just needs to get herself in a good place here, and this could be a grueling final set here at 7-6. Really could be. Right, so 7-6 here. Let's see, eh? Let's see. Can Maria Sakkari? She's going to have to continually serve to stay in the match, which is going to be tough, because the thing is, if you get broken, obviously, and you're serving to go in front, you get broken, you have the opportunity, don't you? But you just don't have the opportunity when you're serving second, so it's hard. Not easy, is it? Not easy at all. Right, so Maria Sakkari obviously just taking that third set, 7-6. Sorry, Krejcikova taking that first set 7-5, and then Maria Sakkari taking the second 6-4. Third set 7-6 here, Maria Sakkari serving and serving to stay in the match, which is crazy to say because she was in a position, as I said, like to win it, and it's just I don't know, crazy. Tennis can be a cruel game. 15 love up though on her serve, so good start from the Greek player, and she will be wanting to really, really just get a lot of first serves in, be solid, get the ball nice and deep as well, not overhit the ball. That's actually what's got her in a lot of trouble. It's not necessarily being outplayed for the most part. It's giving herself problems by hitting balls into the net, trying to hit too flat, or hitting the ball too hard, going long or wide. So I think shot selection is really key for Sakkari, and let's see how she does here. But 15 all here as well. She's under a little bit of pressure, obviously. and she has to hold here. She doesn't hold, she loses. And it has to be said that, look, in the first 2 sets, she could have easily won the match. And the first set, even she could have won that. This third one, yes, she could have. I think Krejcikova has definitely played well enough for me to say, like, if she were to win the set, I'd say fine, like, fair enough. But you know, those first 2 sets, I think Sakkari will be disappointed not to have won them, but she needs to dust herself off here, especially now as she's 30-15 down on her serve here, Sakkari, and she's under an immense amount of pressure because this point is absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. If she wins this point, it opens up 2 match points of her own. Sakkari 15-30 down here. This is unbelievable. Goes up wide to the backhand side of Krejcikova. Has that gone in? Yes, it has. That looping backhand. Krejcikova again, this time a bit loopy. Sakkari comes to the net. Oh, no, it's not the right option. That is not the right option. And she's crumbling here. She is, seriously. That's not the right... She didn't commit. Oh, no. Can't believe this. What a match, says Proven Ferrari. Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Proven Ferrari says, Alex, how tall is Krejcikova? Yeah, Alex, let us know. I reckon she must be like 6'2", 6'3". She looks really tall, at least. Right, Sakkari has to save 2 match points here. Tries to go big. Oh, the second serve. This is bad. This is bad. She had a match point. It's going to take her a long time to recover from this if she loses this match. I'm just telling you now. Goes into the forehand side of Krejcikova, then crunches the forehand, to the backhand of Krejcikova. It's out from Krejcikova. So she saves 1 break and match point, and now she has to save another one at 30-40. Crazy. 30-40 here, and the Sakkari, this is a huge point. Match and break point here for Krejcikova. Goes down the tee and makes that serve, that first serve, then goes into our forehand down the line. Sakkari gets that forehand. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Oh, Krejcikova gets that backhand slice, then it's another slice as well to the backhand of Sakkari. Sakkari just, you can tell she's tentative, but she's getting the balls back here. She's getting them back, and she's getting them back with a little bit of mustard on them as well. Crunches it cross court, and that one was beautiful. She saved the match point there with a beautiful backhand cross court. Flipping heck. Oh, if you really supported one of these players, you'd be having a heart attack right now. Crazy. Both have had match points. Sakkari had a match point previously. Krejcikova has now had 2 opportunities, and it's back to juice. Sakkari saving both of them. And serving to stay in this set. She tries to go big down the tee, misses the first serve, so second serve for Krejcikova to have a look at. This time goes into the backhand side. Krejcikova gets a net cord, a lucky net cord. Oh my gosh. She gets a net cord which clips the net and loops over and drops in, and it's advantage to Krejcikova. And that is the luckiest point you'll ever see to open up a match point. Oh dear. Oh no, no. Can't even watch this seriously because if she loses because of that as well, it's just crazy. Right, here we go. Right. She has to save another match point here at advantage down. Sakkari goes down the tee, and what a serve, and what an ace. What the heck? On match point, that is a beast point. And she goes, come on, crowd, come on. I'm such a good server. She goes, I'm such a good player. Unbelievable serve. Ridiculous. Absolutely unbelievable from Maria Sakkari. That serve down the tee on the juice side, on the ad side, sorry, even to the forehand. Unbelievable. So it was huge as well. Right, here we go. Sakkari goes down the tee, tries to anyway, misses the first serve. So second serve for Krejcikova to have a look at. This has just been crazy. Goes into the forehand side of, oh, here we go. Here we go. Down the line from Krejcikova, then down the line again, but to the forehand of Sakkari. Sakkari comes forward after a shorter ball from Krejcikova, then crunches the forehand cross court, comes to the net after a short ball from Krejcikova and kills the smash. What a point. She changed it up there, Sakkari, mixed it up, and she gets that point. So advantage up now, and she saved 3 match points and break points. Krejcikova saved 1, and this is ridiculous. Both these guys want it a lot. You can tell. You can tell. It's sheer will at the moment now. It's whoever wants it more. Let's see. Advantage to Sakkari. She will want a huge first serve here. And she gets a huge first serve, but it's out from Krejcikova. So 7-all. 7-all. Here we go, people. Here we go. Guys in the chat, we've got quite a few people in the chat. Please remember to smash the like button if you don't mind. Really appreciate it. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. 7 games all here. And Krejcikova now serving. Krejcikova is serving to get in front once again and force Sakkari to have to serve to stay in the match. This has been one of the most topsy-turvy semi-finals you will ever watch in your life. Krejcikova this time goes out wide to the Maria Sakkari forehand, then goes down the line. Maria Sakkari just really playing solid in this point so far, as is Krejcikova, both trying to make each other make a mistake. And Krejcikova does make the mistake first as she goes into out of the forehand and goes long with that forehand. So 15 love on Krejcikova's serve to Sakkari. This is a big opportunity for Sakkari if she can win the next point and go 30 love up and put a lot of pressure on Krejcikova after she just managed to not convert 3 match points. Comes forward there, Sakkari, after a slice from Krejcikova, then goes forehand down the middle, but with pace and a lot of topspin. And then, oh, very good forehand from Krejcikova cross court. Sakkari tries to retrieve that, but can only hit the forehand long. So this is just crazy right now from Krejcikova and Sakkari. What a forehand from Krejcikova. What a forehand. Nearly retrieved that as well, did Maria Sakkari. Right, here we go. Krejcikova goes out wide to Sakkari. Really good return, really good depth, and I think that's gone in. Sakkari goes, doesn't come to the net though. I think she probably should have. And then it's a slice from Krejcikova, slice from Sakkari, then good forehand cross court. And Sakkari shanks the forehand wide. She was in control at that point, but Krejcikova managed to bring it back. I think Sakkari should have come to the net there, but she's not too comfortable at the net. Oh, guys, we've got over 40 people in the chat. Please remember to smash the like button. Thank you very much. It really does help, and I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much. 30-15 up here for Krejcikova. And, oh, there's a lot of pressure here for sure on her getting a big first serve in here. Goes out wide to the backhand of Sakkari, cross court. Then, oh, Sakkari tries to go down the line with the forehand. Misses it, I think. Let's have a look. They're checking the line. Yep, 40-15 here for Krejcikova. So this, I don't know. I think Krejcikova is actually looking the more likely to win because she's just been holding better the last couple of games. And I don't know. That's just my feeling. I actually personally would slightly prefer Sakkari. I don't really prefer anyone really, but I'd probably say Sakkari. Or out wide to the Sakkari forehand. She nets the forehand. So 8-7. So this, oh mate, this is gonna be tense for all the Greek and Sakkari fans. She has to serve to stay in the set. Unbelievable stuff here. Krejcikova obviously saving a break point at 5-3 down in the final set, and then also breaking Sakkari back, managing to get it back obviously to where we are now, 8-7 up, and then had 3 match points of her own, and unfortunately not converting it for herself. Now Sakkari having to serve to stay in the match and the set. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in as well. Please do remember to smash the like button if you don't mind. It really does help the channel to grow, and subscribe if you haven't already. Again, just helps, and I appreciate you guys doing so. Let me know who you think is going to win as well. Who's going to win this one? Because it is tight as heck. I have no idea who's going to win this. Hold on, what's going on? Oh, okay, they're just showing the highlights. It just came back from the adverts, and Maria Sakkari had her fist up like this, and I was like, "What have I missed? What have I missed?" I haven't missed anything though, apparently. So 8-7 here. 8-7 now. Maria Sakkari. They're going to take longer between these kind of games now because they're going to be tired. But 8-7, flipping heck. Who's going to break first? Who is going to break first? Maria Sakkari at 7-8 here now, serving to stay in the set. Goes down a tee, misses the first serve, or is it let first serve? I think it's let first serve actually. Flicks the net and then drops in. So let's see. She needs some big serves here. She really does. Goes out wide to the forehand of Krejcikova, but it goes long, that serve. So second serve here for the Czech player to have a look at. To the backhand of Krejcikova down the middle from both players, but then nets the backhand down the line, does Krejcikova. So 15 love for the Greek player. And that'll definitely help her mentally, just to know I've taken that first point now. So let's see how she does in the next few points now. 15 love, though, to the Greek player. Both these players, to be fair, in this final set, played a lot better than the first two, for sure. Sakkari goes down the tee with the serve, then comes forward, tries to go for the drop shot. No. Krejcikova hits a very good backhand down the line. 15 all. That drop shot for Sakkari hasn't really worked, and you'd think it would because I think Sakkari is probably a better mover than Krejcikova from what you've seen. But the drop shots from Krejcikova have just been a lot better than Sakkari when she's played them. Sakkari played some really good ones against Swiatek, but hasn't managed to play. The drop shots haven't really come off as well today. Sakkari goes down the tee and then crunches the backhand, comes to the net, much better, yet good volley, and then finishes it off with a smash. Very good. And she needs to do that. Like at times, if she can come to the net, then why not? That volley wasn't bad. She didn't kill it straight away, but I didn't think it was bad at all. Alex says, I'm back. I cannot believe what I'm witnessing. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Good smash, though, from Sakkari. And I wonder how much is in the back of each other's minds because, like Sakkari having that match point and then serving for the set, is that in the back of her mind? Krejcikova having the 3 match points and not taking them, is that in the back of her mind? I don't know. Interesting, isn't it? I think this is more of a mental game than a physical game now. Oh, what a shot from Sakkari down the line, but what a retrieval from Krejcikova. Then goes down the tee, and what a backhand down the line. And that backhand down the line, which, to be honest, was completely non-existent for the first 2 sets, she somehow found it in this set, like for most of this set somehow. I have no idea how, but she just found it. Unbelievable. 30 all here, and Maria Sakkari is definitely under the cosh. She's under pressure here for sure because Krejcikova keeps on knocking on the door to her serve. Goes down the tee or tries to, but second serve for Krejcikova to have a look at. Oh, here we go. Second serve. Oh, she double faults. Oh, no. What a way to open up a match point and break point. I did say, I think, a game or so ago that I thought Krejcikova was playing slightly better, and I still stand by that. And it's crazy because Sakkari probably played better tennis for 2.5 sets, but she managed to lose that first set, probably by only her own fault, really. Let's see here anyway if she can save another match point. This will be a 4th match point save if she can. Goes out wide to the backhand of Krejcikova. It's another lob return on the backhand side. And Sakkari, they think it's out. She's hit a forehand long. And they're checking. It's in. I think it's in, you know. Oh, they're checking. Oh, it's in. It's in. So I think she loses the point, doesn't she? Or do they replay? Oh, this is crazy. What is going on? If that was out, obviously she lost the match. But she was celebrating. She was literally celebrating. Oh, they're replaying it. So she have a first serve though. Here we go. Match point to save again. Goes down a tee or forehand. Sakkari goes to the backhand and crunches the backhand cross court and saves another match point. What the heck? Unbelievable. What is going on? What is going on? This is madness. This is absolutely mad. How much is that going to play on Krejcikova's mind now? It's 4 match points not taken and also celebrating as well. Do you switch off after you start celebrating? And she has to restart now. She has to reset herself. Sakkari goes big with the forehand. She's pumped. I think she knows she had a bit of a life there with that forehand. That was called out initially. Oh, Sakkari coming forward. Oh, that's gone long. And Krejcikova cannot believe it. She cannot believe it. She puts her hands up like this to say, what am I supposed to do? She's missed 4 match points. Sakkari was she was leading throughout, apart from that first set, from the second set onwards, she was leading. She looked like she was the one who was going to win. But as soon as we got into past 6 all in this final set, Krejcikova's looked the most likely. Oh, goes long. Unbelievable. Here we go. Second serve. Quick Fast 2.0 says 70 watching. Please like and share and subscribe. Yeah, please do. Thank you. Second serve into Krejcikova. Good backhand. Cross court. Then Sakkari goes backhand to backhand. Oh, here we go. Krejcikova goes into out forehand. Then a backhand cross court from Sakkari. This is a grueling rally. This is just about will. This is purely about will. Oh, she misses the forehand down the line. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Maria Sakkari misses that forehand down the line and it's back to juice. So Krejcikova, she's still knocking on the door. She's still saying, I am not going anywhere. I want this. I want this bad. Here we go. Right, juice here. And Sakkari still in a little bit of a pickle. She tries to go down the tee but misses that first serve. So second serve here for Krejcikova to have a look at. Oh, goes into the backhand of Krejcikova. Sakkari crunches the forehand. She made that. That is a huge forehand cross court, and I think it's out. Or she shows the mark. Let's have a look, and it's out. She's saying it's on the line. Oh, well, she's saying it's on the right mark. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Wait, so is it? Yeah, advantage Krejcikova. Yeah. Oh, so another match point to have to save. Flipping heck. This is carnage right now. Match point. Yeah, match point to Krejcikova. Oh, dear. Second serve for Krejcikova to have a look at. I feel bad for Sakkari. She had it in the palm of her hand. She had the first match point and had a chance to serve for the game. I think she's going to lose this. Good backhand cross court from Krejcikova, then goes cross court again. She's willing Sakkari to make a mistake. I can just see the way that she's playing. She's not going to go for the winner herself. She's just trying to grind Sakkari down. Sakkari goes to the drop shot. In comes Krejcikova. She wins. Oh my gosh! And to top it all off, it's a backhand down the line. The shot that gave her so much trouble, but she manages to pull it off in the last. When it really matters, she pulls off. And Sakkari looks absolutely devastated. She was 5-3 up in the final set. She had a match point at 5-3, a break and match point. She had a chance to serve for the match at 5-4. Then Krejcikova had 4 match points, 3 in one game, and 1 in this match, in this set, sorry, even in this service game, even can't even speak. I can't believe this. She had another match point in this service game just now, and then the second one this service game, her 5th match point, she manages to convert. Unbelievable, unreal. Krejcikova has just beaten Maria Sakkari 7-5, 4-6, 9-7. Barbora Krejcikova, oh my god, I can't believe. Barbora Krejcikova, I don't know how she's got through this, because the first 2 sets, genuinely, she was not in any kind of form. Sakkari, in that first set, somehow Sakkari just gave her that set 7-5. The second one, Sakkari managed to win it 6-4, but then Krejcikova found some form in the third set. She was 5-3 down, though, but from 5-3 onwards, Krejcikova upped her game. The back another line, she started finding it. Unbelievable. And the serve didn't desert it. It came back. And her will just was there. You could see it. The will was there for Sakkari, and I think it was just small margins. And I do feel bad for Sakkari, because I think it's both these guys' first ever Grand Slam semi-final, and it would have been great to see either play in the final. But we have a Pavlyuchenkova versus Krejcikova final in the French Open, and who would have guessed that before the start of this tournament? Unbelievable. Alex BG1 says, holy crap, unbelievable. It was unbelievable, unreal. What a match. Crazy. That back another line that she hit for a winner as well, completely deserted her for 2 sets. She just could not hit it in. And it's the shot that wins her the match. Unreal. Unreal. Sakkari will be gutted for sure. Krejcikova, though, fair play to her. She did exactly what she needed to do. She kept on plugging away. Her game deserted her, but she found it. Unreal. Really, really impressive. Guys in the chat, thank you everyone for joining. Please do remember to smash the like button and also smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. It really does help the channel to grow. I would really appreciate it if you could do so. Unreal, seriously, really good, really amazing match of tennis. I am just speechless really right now, because it was just such a great match to witness. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for the men's semi-finals. Unbelievable. We've got Tsitsipas versus Zverev, and we've got Nadal versus Djokovic. What more can you ask for? Should be a great days of tennis. But we've got Pavlyuchenkova versus Krejcikova in the final. Who's going to win that? I have no idea. But if Krejcikova has the mental capability that she found and tapped into in this match, I'd back her. But she will be very tired. But in saying that, she's got 2 days. So who knows? Cool. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you on the next video. Remember to like the video. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.